The Arizona Rattlers begin the 2022 campaign in fine fashion. After 4 weeks of playing football, 6 weeks into the league's season, the Arizona Rattlers have an undefeated 4-0 mark. They are at the top of the Western Conference standings, and a team that made it to the championship game last year, the United Bowl, looks like they are headed right back that direction once again here in 2022, everybody. And it's the defense that seems to be leading the way. But whether it's defense or offense, the Arizona Rattlers, they have been good on both sides of the football early on in this season. Hi, everybody. I'm Floyd Simmons, getting set to call this one tonight here at the Footprint Center, the Snake Pit, the home of the Arizona Rattlers, right here in the desert. And the Rattlers, well, they're set to take on the San Diego Strike Force. The Strike Force had a great come-from-behind win last Saturday against the Tucson Sugar Skulls. A 17-point fourth-quarter deficit erased by the Rattlers. Let me bring in my broadcast partner, and his name, Cedric Bonner. You know a little something about this game and this team, Cedric, and the Rattlers. Same old business as usual story for the Rattlers in 2022.
It is. You've got talented players. You've got one of the greatest coaches in indoor football history that really understands the game and loves it. This guy has a passion for getting better week in and week out with their group. This is a talented group, and they're getting better each time out.
All right. Had a chance to talk to head coach Kevin Guy just a few moments ago. Let's check in on that conversation as he gets his team ready for the big matchup tonight. Hey, Coach Guy, your team off to a great start. The guys on the other side, though, have a lot of confidence. San Diego, you've had a chance to look at them. Great come-from-behind win for them last Saturday in Tucson. They overcame 17 points in the fourth quarter. What kind of look have you had, and what are your thoughts on the San Diego Strike Force?
Well, I'm sure they feel like they got momentum, and they're trying to get better from week to week like any other team in this league. But, I have a lot of confidence in this locker room right here and what we're going to do tonight.
Coach, for me, your team begins on defense this year. You're holding teams to less than 20 points a game. You've had, in your 4 weeks of play, 3 times your players have been Defensive Player of the Week in the league. Are you pretty proud of the job they're doing?
I am. We're playing well. We'll see what we look like when we come out of the bye week. We're going to get into the meat of our schedule. We're going to start seeing some better quarterbacks. But they can only play who's on the field. So I think they're playing well. But it's early in the season, and we just got to keep building it.
Now, Coach, on the other side of the ball, your offense, well, they're clicking as well, scoring a lot of points. Drew Powell is having a fantastic year. Shannon Brooks scored 3 touchdowns for you in a game against Las Vegas last week. How do you like the look of your offense?
Well, last week I liked them. We scored every possession. So, the week before we got stopped 4 times. So when we put it together, we can be pretty good. We just got to take care of the little things, attention to detail, and we'll keep it rolling.
All right, Coach. Best of luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, a team that is ready to rock and roll tonight here at the Snake Pit Footprint Center, downtown Phoenix, home of the Arizona Rattlers. And down on the field, the third member of our broadcast team, that's Joe Paquino, and he joins us to get us started from that bird's eye view that he has down on the turf. Hey, Joe.
Hey, Floyd said good evening. The Arizona Rattlers are so glad to be back home and back in Arizona because they just overcame a major early season schedule hurdle. They played 3 games on the road recently, starting at San Diego, Duke City, and then at Las Vegas. And it was a mental and physical grind. They played 3 games and 12 days. Quarterback Drew Powell said it was a tremendous challenge, but the Rattlers were more than up for it. They won all 3 games, outscoring the competition 158-151. So tonight, they go for the season sweep. And unlike legendary singer Willie Nelson, the Arizona Rattlers have no desire to be on the road again anytime soon.
Thank you, Joe Paquino, and he'll be on the sidelines for us all night long tonight for this big matchup. The Arizona Rattlers at 4-0 take on the 1-3 San Diego Strike Force. This Strike Force team took a year off of competition. Everybody took a year off a couple of years ago, but they took a year off last year, and now they're back in action. And Ced, you had a chance to talk to the coaching staff before the game. What was your sense and how well prepared they are tonight to take on the premier team in the league?
Well, I think they understand, it's a tough job, but they just want to give themselves an opportunity to have a chance in this game. And when you're a young team, young staff on the road, the little things are going to come up big. You can't make the little mistakes. You can't have the penalties, the turnovers, those kind of things in this environment, in this arena, will hurt your team. It will devastate your team against the Arizona Rattlers.
And guess what? The Rattlers, with an offense that has been just about as stellar as the defense, will get a chance to handle the ball first. We'll see Drew Powell, the quarterback, who is leading in passing efficiency, completion percentage, well north of 70% completions this season for Drew. Leads the league in touchdown passes thrown as well. And look at Isaiah Houston with the nifty return. And for the Rattlers, he brings it out to near midfield. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. That's where Powell and the offense will come out. This is an offense that's got a rejuvenated running game with Shannon Brooks, who rushed for a touchdown last week and scored 2 on pass receptions as well. Had a great game in Las Vegas for the Rattlers a week ago.
Yeah, he's been a bright spot. I think they really love him in pass protection, which is a new focus with this team. They've been so good in the passing game. Drew Powell with 5 touchdown passes a week ago, not having to take the wear and tear hits on his body. He's been able to stand back, read, get the ball out of his hand on time.
Powell is going to throw on first down. First possession for the Rattlers. Wide open over the middle. This one's going to go into the end zone after the pass is hauled in. Is that Todd Athey? I'm looking, it isn't Athey.
Troy Pelletier.
Troy back in uniform again in 2022. Thank you for that catch. Said on the catch by Troy Pelletier. He was wide open on the crossing route, made the catch, and there was nobody to contain him. Into the end zone, the first score of the day.
Well, they catch him in a zone here, and they run the dig route. He breaks underneath right into the pocket of that zone. That's a beautiful throw and catch. And I tell you what, Drew Powell is doing it in a different way than we've ever seen him do it. He's such a great runner with the ball, a dynamic runner with the ball. He has really turned his passing game into the same.
And I think we knew that coming into the offseason, knew that that was going to be a point of emphasis for Coach Guy and the Rattlers as the point after is up and good, and the indication is given by our referee, Gary Reed. The referee crew, it does include the white hat, the referee, Mr. Reed. The umpire is Roscoe Meisenheimer. The head linesman is Doug Sewell. The line judge, Don Jensen. And the back judge is Johnny Price. Our officials here tonight at the Footprint Center. And the kick is up and good. Ernesto Lacayo tacking on the point after for the Rattlers. And they've got the early lead, 7-0. Wow, what a statement said. Both touches of the football to start this game by the Rattlers went big. He had the return out to midfield by Isaiah Houston, and then the catch by Todd Pelletier and the touchdown. Rattlers up 7-0.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch Drew Powell's maturation with his passing. We all know exactly. I talked about him being a dynamic rusher. This team is ranked only 3rd. They've been top rushing team in this league the last few years. Drew Powell being a big reason of that. They've backed off of running him as much, but he is paying dividends through the air, getting all these talented receivers involved. They've been putting a lot of work in, and you got to give Coach Guy, you got to give quarterback coach Chris Dixon a lot of credit for trying to get Drew into that space.
And I think the other thing that they're focusing on with that is they want to make sure that the opponents they face, as we watch a kick from Lacayo go right into that corner. Great kick, good hang time, and the coverage buries the return at the 2-yard line. Well done on the return that comes out. And just, they couldn't put it together or make anything happen. And we'll check on that return for you here in just a moment. But the ball, they end up eventually spotting at the 3-yard line. It's 1st and 10. The strike force will come on out for the first time. 13 minutes, 12 seconds on the clock as we get it rolling. And the first time we get to see the strike force offense, and they'll strike quickly on a pass caught on the far sideline, out of bounds at the 9-yard line on the pass and catch. And we are, again, we're underway, everybody. That is the quarterback, Steve Cluley, who connected on the far side of the field, and Rashad Ross hauled in the pass for a 6-yard gain. Cluley, the handoff, and there's very little room to run initially. Nice reverse of field, and That'll be a gain, good for a first down. 5-yard pickup on the play to move the chains.
Trayvon Van doing a nice job with the cutback. Didn't have anything. Front side was taken away, but great vision. He's quick enough, and this guy, you've got to watch him out of the backfield as well because he's got nifty feet, great hands as a receiver out of the backfield.
San Diego, first down. They're on 13-yard line. Cluley looks to the near side, and his pass is incomplete in coverage. Devontae Merriweather, who was last week's IFL Defensive Player of the Week, said in 4 games played by this Rattlers defense, they have garnered the Player of the Week in the league 3 different times.
Yeah, 2 of those being Kyrie Woods. I mean, these guys, and a lot of new faces, young faces, right? Guys are being prepared and making plays week in and week out. And you talk about the staff with Coach Guy. You've got Bubba Chapman, who's now the defensive back coach. You've got some guys that really understand this game and understand how to help the young guys get better.
The motion, the throw across the middle, that pass is caught. It's shy of the first down. You mentioned Kyrie Woods' name a moment ago. He is there to make the stop. And on the pass completion, it's Rashad Ross hauling it in.
There's back-to-back plays where they just lose Trayvon Van out of the backfield. Could have dumped it to him. They've got to get that understanding of who's staying. When you're in zone coverage, you can't go chasing guys across the field.
That's a gain of 6 yards on that last play. 3rd down and 4. Here's an opportunity for potential stop by the Rattlers defense, giving up less than 20 points per game on average, and a dump pass right side. Well done, well designed, pass caught, first down, takes it to the Arizona 20-yard line on that pass catch. Trayvon Van, the guy that hauled it in.
Talked about him having exceptional hands, and they finally get to him on the wheel route. They had him 2 plays in a row. There, he's covered, blanketed by McAllister, who did a nice job from his DN spot to recognize and react just a little too late. Good soft touch throw by Cluley.
So first down for San Diego on a possession that's taking decidedly more time than the Rattlers took when they first opened up, and they lead 7-0. Arizona does. Motion. Cluley's pass to the far side. It's too tall, incomplete. He was targeting
Chris Lewis over there on the left side.
Yeah, there's a roster change, pardon me on that. My roster shows a different name, but we'll go with Chris Lewis.
It is Chris Lewis. You're thinking of Amici, right?
I am.
Yeah.
It's completely different pronunciation. So it goes incomplete, and the clock does run on that incomplete pass here in this first quarter. 9:15 on the clock. The Rattlers 7, Strike Force waiting for their first points of the game on their opening possession. We'll see if they can put something together right here. Second down play, Cluley across the middle, pass caught, but immediately Merriweather lowers the boom after that catch was made. Nowhere to run for Troy Evans after hauling it in. It's a very short game.
And this, they try to run crossing routes, a little mesh concept underneath. The Rattlers do a great job of passing it off. And you know, that dude knows exactly what to do at the point of contact.
Great look on the replay right here as it comes into your screen, and Merriweather timing it perfectly and making his presence felt. 3rd down and 8. And now the Rattler fans are on their feet. Rattler Nation making some noise. A lot of activity in the defensive backfield. Cluley throws, and his pass is incomplete. Kyrie Woods in the vicinity defensively and able to prevent Rashad Ross from hauling in that pass.
Well, see, if you want to win in the snake pit, those are the catches you got to make, because Cluley throws a ball that's catchable. He gives his receiver a chance. You want to try to have a chance, you got to convert in this building and not leave yourself in 4th and 8, 4th and 10. That's no man's land against the Rattlers.
7:42 the time on the clock. And a big 4th down play coming up for the Strike Force. 4th and 8. They are operating from the Arizona 18-yard line. Cluley over the middle. His pass caught. Big-time catch made at the Arizona 8-yard line to move the chains. That is a first down for the Strike Force.
This is a great conversion, another good throw, and you got to give the offensive line credit. Cluley has time to stand in there and wait for this dig route to come open. And then he just throws a laser right in your screen right there. That's a great catch, contested catch. Good job by Rashad Ross.
So this defense, the Arizona defense, has had a great first 4 games. They particularly seem to love their second halves where they have allowed very little, yielded very little in scoring to their opponents. Here is a handoff in the backfield, and it's met at the mesh point by Chris McAllister. And he blows it up. That's all he does. And he dumps the running back after a very short, well, it's a loss on the play, Trayvon Van. And boy, he and the quarterback couldn't decide who was going to get tackled on that play.
Well, after watching film, and you saw him last week, did you see Cluley keep any of those? The Rattlers know that. He hasn't kept any of those. He's got to be a willing participant. If they're going to run those kind of zones, he's got to be a willing participant to pull, force the defense to play him as a runner as well.
6:15 on the clock here in the first quarter. It's fast-paced indoor football league matchups. Arizona 7, San Diego nothing. Motion on the right side. Cluley looking right over the middle. I mean, he stared that one down, and that, I think, gave the defender Kyrie Woods a chance to respond and be in the vicinity, in the neighborhood.
Well, the thing is, Arizona's not going to back up. They're just waiting. Watch the defenders are back. They're waiting. They're only going to be a yard deep in the end zone. They're not going to be any deeper than that. So you've got to go past that defender to get him to turn his back and then come back to the ball. It's just a stop route right at the goal line. Very well played by the Rattlers secondary. You don't want to fall off the cliff. That goal line back there is a cliff. Unless you're in man-to-man, you want to sink and sit on that goal line.
Big third down play. Cluley over the middle, behind the receiver. The pass is incomplete, and it's going to bring up 4th down from the Arizona 9-yard line. The question, is this a kicking situation for San Diego?
Listen, you're on the road in the premier house in the league. You want points. You want to get touchdowns, not threes. Needs to put that ball out in front a little bit earlier. He's waiting too long to throw it. They're showing him, the Rattlers are showing him a bunch of different looks.
Right now, the Rattlers are showing him a defense that wants to stop on 4th and goal from the 9-yard line. And here's Cluley throwing to the end zone, and a diving attempt. It's going to just come up out of the hands of the receiver. And that will be Troy Evans, who made the effort but couldn't make the catch. And that ends that possession at 4:21 on the clock here in the first quarter. We're going to grab us a timeout, everybody. We got to take a quick break on the change of possession. We thank you for joining us for our broadcast coverage tonight at the Snake Pit. Arizona 7, San Diego nothing. We're back in the first quarter right after this. Arizona Rattlers football.
If DJ Citizen Jane quit on her passion for music, she never would have left her career as a detective to pursue it. If she let starting at the bottom scare her, she never would have hustled to play bigger and bigger shows. And if she was content with being one of the best Latina artists in Miami, she wouldn't be electrifying the crowd in sold-out shows around the world. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion. Modelo, root for those with a fighting spirit.
Do you own your home? You may qualify for a cash-out refinance. Cash for home renovations, paying debt, or for whatever you need most. Connect with your local loan officer at Nova Home Loans today and see what you qualify for. Rates are still historically low and home values have increased, which could mean more cash to you. Don't wait. Visit NovaHomeLoans.com today to get started. Nova Home Loans. Our mission is simple. Yes.
Ken Garff Kia is now open. The trusted Ken Garff name is now here in Arizona, and our dealership is ready to support our community with all of their automotive needs. With new Kias arriving daily, we're sure to have something for everyone. We focus on listening to people, creating the best dealership experience and creating customers for life. Whether you're looking for a brand new vehicle or need to bring in your car for service, we're here for you. Come check out our selection of all new Kias at 2121 East Bell Road in Phoenix. Ken Garf Kia, we hear you.
Back to the Footprint Center, everybody. First quarter action here. 4 minutes, 21 seconds on the clock. And the Arizona Rattlers get their second offensive possession, leading the game 7-0. Floyd Simmons, Cedric Bonner on the call. And Powell steps, throws from a nice pocket, but overthrows his receiver on the far side. That's Pelletier going down the sideline with 2 men in coverage. And we'll throw it to Joe Paquino on the field. Hey, Joe.
Floyd, how are you? So the Arizona Rattlers in the offseason, they expected more out of Drew Powell. Look, he is the league's reigning MVP. He got to camp early, started working with new quarterback coach Chris Dixon. They clicked immediately. They started working on Drew's fundamentals, the mental approach of the game, and Drew has picked off where he left off last year. He leads the league in passing touchdowns, coming in with 15, passing efficiency at almost 75%, and passing yards at 500 plus. Drew Powell taking his game to another level as the Arizona Rattlers are on yet another championship quest.
All right, Joe, thank you. And, you know,
he just gave a grown man stiff arm. Stiff arm
and did
to
you hear
Daquan Brown.
Did you hear the crowd react to it?
It was incredible.
The crowd certainly appreciated it.
Get off me, sir. I'm sorry, Daquan Brown. That was David Haney. I didn't want to get you mixed up in that fray. That was David Haney. Let's get that correct.
And that's a quarterback providing that action, okay? That's,
ultimate competitor, man.
That is not your quarterback type activity normally. Here is a pass a little low, but that's going to be scooped up. Troy Pelletier with a great catch for call that a 7-yard, maybe an 8-yard gain out to the 21-yard line. And they are asking for a review on defense. The Strikeforce defense thinks that was that skipped in, and coach is considering it over there. Yeah, they're going to throw the challenge flag. And early on here, we're going to get our first challenge of the day. They're going to challenge whether that was a catch or not. That'll give us an opportunity to grab a quick timeout, everybody. So we are going to do that during the challenge. We're going to step aside for just a moment because they're going to have to go and look at replay on that. And we'll return in a moment. Arizona 7, San Diego nothing, 2.5 remaining here in the first quarter. This is Arizona Rattlers football.
Do you own your home? You may qualify for a cash-out refinance. Cash for home renovations, paying debt, or for whatever you need most. Connect with your local loan officer at Nova Home Loans today and see what you qualify for. Rates are still historically low and home values have increased, which could mean more cash to you. Don't wait. Visit NovaHomeLoans.com today to get started. Nova Home Loans. Our mission is simple. Yes.
Spooner has been revolutionizing our community's experience with physical therapy and hand therapy in the Valley since 1990. Spooner helps you move better and feel better. Through specialized rehabilitation, personalized treatment plans, and functional performance training, our therapists, athletic trainers, and strength coaches provide programming to help you achieve your movement goals in life and on the field. Our team is your team. Visit SpoonerPT.com to find one of our Valley-wide locations near you.
I get it. It can be hard for you to tell us what's wrong with your car. Relax. At Grulix Automotive Repair, we speak car.
Kind of making that sound like...
We understand. At Grulix, our ASC certified technicians can diagnose your car or truck and get you back on the road quickly and safely.
It's like that.
We hear you.
Grulix, dedicated to your drive.
Well, let's get the results of the replay just now and the review.
The review, the ruling on the field is confirmed as a catch. First down, Arizona.
Well, the opponent with the challenge, and look at the catch, scooping it off the turf there. That is going to be a little bit tough to tell, but certainly couldn't overturn it.
Well, you saw the white gloves underneath the ball.
And that's going to win you the day every time. Here's a pass deflected at the line of scrimmage, and then Powell is dumped on his backside. A nice bit of pressure provided by Ricky Wyatt. We know Ricky Wyatt a little bit.
You recognize that name?
Yeah, recognize and love that name.
Yeah, and I think as you get a look at the play that was challenged, but again, trying to throw over the middle, they're bringing 4. You only have 3 in the block. So that's one where Drew's got to anticipate that dig route throw a little bit, put it up a little bit earlier, allow his guy to go and get it.
Powell steps, throws deep down the middle, and that's going to be just over the head of Braxton Haley. Haley was coming across that middle. Haley with that, that 13 looks good on Braxton. Not as good as it ever looks on a guy, but it looks good on him.
That looks really good on him. It didn't look, I had rib pads on, braces on. He makes the uniform look good.
Did you do a lot of squeaking when you were walking out of the tunnel?
I kept the WD-40 in the locker, so it was good to go.
Good. Minute 23 remaining here in the first quarter, everybody. Arizona 7 and the San Diego Strike Force 0.
So this is for me, for Arizona. You're playing against a team you think you should dominate. This is where you've got to just be clean offensively.
Pass caught near side. That'll be shy of a first down. They will mark him at the 20-yard line, so a pickup of 9 yards on the little comeback to the sideline. And the pass hauled in by Troy Pelletier. He's been targeted now. That's, I think, 4 targets in the game already for Troy.
Well, he's getting backside coverage, so he's getting some one-on-one looks. And, the complaining going on by Daquan Brown, but listen, your forward momentum is where you put your hands on the ball when a defensive player makes contact with you. You're going to get that spot. That's the right spot on that play.
Well, a 4th down opportunity for Drew Powell in the offense. For Arizona, quick toss right side. Little cut back, and the tackle's made, and this one might be shy. It's going to be right at the line to gain.
Well, on this side, it's right there.
Shannon Brooks, the ball carrier, getting his first carry of the day, and that's going to be a tight one, a close one. Unfortunately for San Diego, as they've already spent a timeout, lost a timeout on review just a moment ago, and with limited opportunity to review plays, I don't know that they're going to take a look, and the official set first down. We are going to grab a timeout because, folks, that has brought us to the end of the first quarter. Got a little ahead of myself there. The speed of the game. And the Rattlers marching down the field in San Diego territory have a 7-0 lead as we do end the first quarter here at the Footprint Center. Second quarter action on the way in a bit. Stand by for it, everybody. This is Arizona Rattlers football.
We're your neighbors. You should stop by for a visit. We're Casino Arizona. There's nothing like seeing friends again. We're your Casino Arizona.
If DJ Citizen Jane quit on her passion for music, she never would have left her career as a detective to pursue it. If she let starting at the bottom scare her, she never would have hustled to play bigger and bigger shows. And if she was content with being one of the best Latina artists in Miami, she wouldn't be electrifying the crowd in sold-out shows around the world. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion. Modelo, root for those with a fighting spirit.
It's time to get inspired with Arizona Living, your home, your inspiration. Host Jane Clouse shares with you the fascinating places, unique activities, and useful services found across our state. From crafting projects to dining destinations to suggestions for your next getaway. Learn how to get the most out of your Arizona lifestyle. Watch Arizona Living, your home, your inspiration. Sunday and Tuesday evening only on YourView or streaming at yourview.com.
And big thanks for joining us on our broadcast coverage of Arizona Rattlers football. Some of you watching on the Indoor Football League's YouTube channel. And we thank you for being there. You want some more information on indoor football? Get in on the action at GoIFL.com. GoIFL.com is their website. We also want to thank you for joining us locally across the Valley of the Sun. All Rattlers home games this season are broadcast on Cox, Yearview, Arizona. Channel 4 in Phoenix. Go to yearview.com. That's YURVIEW.com for more information. And let's get back to the action. Second quarter getting underway here at the Footprint Center. Everybody, Floyd Simmons and Cedric Bonner, your play-by-play voices, and we'll check in a moment with Joe Paquino on our sidelines as well. And the Rattlers, as we reverse direction on the field for this second quarter, the Rattlers find themselves at the 19-yard line of San Diego, and a first down on the way.
Got to look at Drew Powell's numbers from a week ago where he was special.
He had a great day. Handoff, left side, Shannon Brooks, stiff arm into the end zone. That's a Arizona Rattlers touchdown.
Tell you what, partner, when he turned the corner there, Floyd, the explosion was immediate. He got downhill and south in a hurry. He was racing down the Southern Avenue down in South Phoenix and was absolutely the first one there.
Holds the pose in the end zone as he tacks on 6 more for the Rattlers. And a good look by our crew on that replay. Well done, fellas.
Good blocking downfield by the receivers.
And Ernesto Lacayo is on to try the point after. Braxton Haley to hold for him. And Haley's got a good hold down. The kick is on the way, but I think he pushed it. And he did. Pushed it out to the right, so maybe the hold was just a bit off kilter, and that's going to bring us and settle us at 13-0. The Rattlers on top of the strike force. Second quarter just underway here at the Footprint Center. And a timeout. Back with more in the second quarter. Arizona Rattlers football.
Do you own your home? You may qualify for a cash-out refinance. Cash for home renovations, paying debt, or for whatever you need most. Connect with your local loan officer at Nova Home Loans today and see what you qualify for. Rates are still historically low and home values have increased, which could mean more cash to you. Don't wait. Visit NovaHomeLoans.com today to get started. Nova Home Loans. Our mission is simple. Yes.
Ready for a change of course? Discover a desert oasis studded with greens. Tee off into narrow canyons or go long on wide open fairways. With a storied golf history and a long list of courses designed by the greats of the game, your perfect golf getaway is right here in Tucson, Arizona. Find out more at visittucson.org/golf.
Spooner has been revolutionizing our community's experience with physical therapy and hand therapy in the Valley since 1990. Spooner helps you move better and feel better. Through specialized rehabilitation, personalized treatment plans, and functional performance training, our therapists, athletic trainers, and strength coaches provide programming to help you achieve your movement goals in life and on the field. Our team is your team. Visit SpoonerPT.com to find one of our Valley-wide locations near you.
The Rattlers will send it away. Ernesto Lacayo will kick it off. Well, he delivered a great kick into the corner a moment ago, but on a kickoff, but missed that point after. And for the Rattlers, that has been a real sore spot for them this season. They have now missed 8 points after. 8 in 4 games and a quarter played so far this year. Here's the return out to the 10-yard line, ripped away and recovered by, is that Lacayo? I think Ernesto Lacayo was in the right place at the right time, and the Arizona Rattlers appear to have possession of the football.
They just kept tugging at it. And listen, you got to understand, it's a great effort. Right there, he almost gives it up, but the ball's on the inside arm. Braxton Haley just keeps tugging at the last moment, pulls it out. This is just a great effort Almost had it there. Now Braxton gets on it as well and rips it out. He is not down. That is a fumble.
Great effort by the Rattlers, who make a fantastic play. You see the look right there. We're going to go to Joe with Shannon Brooks here in a moment, and hopefully they're not going to need him on the field anytime soon. Right after this first down play by the Rattlers from the San Diego 15-yard line, we will check in down on the field. Play action, fake it, throw over the middle, pass caught, Todd Athey, and he's going to battle his way into the end zone. The Rattlers on the board again. Arizona firing on all cylinders as Drew Powell fires the pass over the middle. And
look at the hand strength right there as the defenders are raking at it as he's reaching out across the goal line. Again, they love the in routes. It's the toughest route to cover. I don't care what level of football you're in. That's a great route by Todd Athey. And just the power and strength to get it in the end zone. And again, Drew Powell on target.
Well, the Rattlers have played terrific all season long, and here in their 5th game of the season, they seem to be equal to or better than the previous efforts. Timeout has been taken by San Diego on the field, and
they only had 7 guys out there.
They've already lost a timeout with a challenge they lost earlier, and now they spend that one there. So they're going to play the balance of the first half with 1 timeout remaining, and Arizona leading 19-0 and awaiting the outcome of the kick here. Well, we were looking forward to a little discussion with Shannon Brooks, but he's on special teams. He's not going to be able to join us here for a couple of moments as you look at replays of that touchdown catch by Athey.
Yeah, I think just effort, tremendous effort, and great throw and catch.
Well, Rattlers, are they going to go for 2 here?
Yes, they are. It looks like the offense still out there. Got to give that offensive line some credit.
Yeah.
And listen, just subtle little changes to the offensive line. You bring J.J. Coleman back in, get him in the lineup. He's been playing. Kenny Thomas has been a stud since he stepped on Rattler soil. And Lamar Mady, the seasoned vet, moves over to the center spot, solidifies that offensive line.
So from the 3-yard line, Powell under center, and the Rattlers are going to go for 2. They toss it on the reverse, and a catch made in the corner, and over the boards goes Todd Athey with the football, and the indication is successful 2-point conversion. Athey giving it up for the team. What kind of effort was that by Todd? And the Rattlers get to 21-0.
What kind of effort was it by Isaiah Houston to just get the pass off? But right there, Todd goes up, both hands on the ball. That's just a great catch. San Diego actually played that really well, just did not make the play at the top. Athey finishes the play. Ishmael Adams does not.
Well, let's grab a timeout, everybody. 21-0, the Rattlers leading 2nd quarter. This is Arizona Rattlers football.
Ready for a change of course? Discover a desert oasis studded with greens. Tee off into narrow canyons or go long on wide open fairways. With a storied golf history and a long list of courses designed by the greats of the game, your perfect golf getaway is right here in Tucson, Arizona. Find out more at visittucson.org/golf.
Join Jane Klaus on Creative Living as she shares fun and inspiring ideas for enriching your life. From DIY tips to unique adventures for the family, Creative Living showcases it all. Peek inside the kitchen at a local restaurant, preview popular travel destinations, or discover an exciting new hobby. Watch Creative Living Sunday, Monday, Thursday, and Saturday only on YourView and YourView.com. creative living. Imagine what you can do.
Just about the only thing that hasn't gone the Rattlers' way so far in this first half was that wide right missed point after touchdown kick a few moments ago. Well, they got the ball right back after that on special teams and turned it into that touchdown you're watching on the throw from Isaiah Houston to Todd Athey. Here comes the ensuing kick, and that's going to be off the instep of Ernesto Lacayo and into the stands, and that'll give great field position to San Diego's offense, looking for their first points today. With 11:59 remaining in the first half, it's Arizona 21, San Diego 0. Boy, you could watch that replay all night long, couldn't you?
Just a great catch, and one of the unique rules about this game, he doesn't have to have feet down, but he maintained possession of that ball all the way to the floor. To the cement floor on the other side, people.
When you say floor, yeah.
I mean the cement floor on the other side of that wall.
And for those construction workers in our audience out there said, I have to correct you, that's the concrete floor.
Oh, concrete, excuse me.
Cement being a
component
of concrete, don't you know? You've got the concrete, you've got the aggregate, and you've got the water.
You said a bunch of words and stuff that I didn't understand.
Well,
aggregate.
Listen, in a previous life, I actually was involved in a lot of roadway and bridge construction. So I know a little something about that world. Well, we get a timeout on the field, and the official's going to let us know why.
Bounds. Ball will be placed at the 20-yard line. First down, strike force.
Okay, well, they're telling us what we already knew, that after the ball was kicked out, possession would begin at the 20-yard line for San Diego's offense. And they are still looking for some spark in this one against a stout Rattlers defense. Motion. Cluley. Throw intercepted. That's Kyrie Woods stepping in front. And Kyrie, who's had a great first 4 games of the year, grabs himself the interception.
That's his 4th INT on the season, and this one, none easier than that one. He just sits on the route, right coverage. See, he saw a lot of, and when I speak of he, Cluley saw a lot of man-to-man coverage against Tucson. Arizona is mixing it up, as well as bringing pressure, not allow him to be comfortable back there throwing the ball. Really good job by that defense to continue to put pressure, confuse the young quarterback.
So first down, Arizona working inside San Diego territory, down the left sideline, wide open, but the pass will not find its way to Todd Athey. Well, listen, after Athey made that effort that took him onto the concrete floor on that touchdown catch a moment, or the point after conversion a moment ago, well, you got to go right back to the guy.
You did. You could have actually gone inside for an easy completion.
Hey, let's check in. Joe Paquino down on the floor.
Thank you, Floyd. Here with Kyrie Woods with a big interception. Kyrie, walk me through the play.
I was in the right spots. Coach Guy had an excellent call. Same with my boy Dylan. I just happened to make a play.
Yeah, you're making a lot of plays. Now with your 4th interception, you're leading the league.
I got no words, man. I'm just excited. Got to make a play for my team. All my teammates doing their thing, man. Just got to keep going.
There you go. Former Chandler High alum. He's a little fired up.
Local guy making good here at the Footprint Center tonight. Another great early effort by Kyrie. That interception. His teammates pick up 12 yards on that first down carry. That's Shannon Brooks taking the ball. Actually, second down play, and the ball goes to the 12-yard line of the strike force. There's your first down, and there's a look back at Kyrie's interception a moment ago.
And I think the biggest difference with Shannon Brooks is you're used to seeing that big back there for the Rattlers, right? That he holds his own in the pass protection, and then he does a nice job.
Todd Athey was wide open again. Listen said this San Diego defensive backfield has got to step their game up because
you got to go with 2 hands there.
Well, yes, Athey on the effort for sure, but He was wide open.
He was, and I think you got to put a little more touch on the ball, but you got to go up with two hands. I mean, Athley's a good athlete, can jump. Get both hands up in the air.
Spoken like a quarterback for sure.
More like a coach.
I get you. Your son, your eldest son, what position does he play?
Wide receiver.
Uh-huh. Kyrie, no, excuse me, that's Shannon Brooks.
Man.
Kyrie, well, I saw two O's in the last name. Shannon will take it around the left side, across the 10 to the 8-yard line. Pick up on that play of about 4.5 yards. And it'll be 3rd down and 6. Ball inside the 10.
Big Manny Wright comes up slow. Talk about a guy that loves the game. He's seen every level of football you can imagine. The veteran D-tackle out of USC. Still doing it. Still loving the game.
Well, the injured player will hold up these teams for just a moment. 8 minutes and 9 seconds remain here in the first half at the Footprint Center. And the Rattlers put him in motion. Powell sidestepping the blitz from Ricky Wyatt, and look at this. Untouched, left side, and the leap into the end zone for another Rattlers touchdown.
So if anybody knows Drew Powell, Ricky Wyatt should know you cannot, and I repeat, you cannot go in there out of control when you don't have any help behind you. He comes free on the blitz. He's out of control, and watch Drew give him the whoop. See ya. And that's easy.
Drew Powell is, I think, several lengths ahead of anybody else in the league for the MVP, the potential MVP this year, as we watch another high snap brought down by Braxton Haley, trying to get it down for Ernesto Lacayo, and once again the kick gets pushed to the right. It's no good. That now is the 9th. I hate to say it, repeat it, but the 9th missed point after this year for the Rattlers.
Ernesto needs to relax. He is one of the best kickers in this league. Was fantastic a year ago. He needs to go back to basics. Now, you've got new holders, new backups. Those things matter to kickers. But get over and start making your PATs, Ernesto. You're better than that.
Yeah, and I'll tell you this. I don't know how much you can put that on Ernesto. I mean, that was the snap was it brought Braxton right out of his holding stance.
He's kind of in a little swirl right now, a little funk, and he'll play his way out of it. I mean, when you see him kick a ball that's spinning sideways out of bounds, this guy's got one of the most pure kicks I've seen. That's not him. But that's that guy, Drew Powell.
Drew Powell has really elevated his game, hasn't he? One of the things that the Rattlers have endeavored to do with Drew in focusing more on the dimension of him as a passer is to take away that approach that opposing defenses have had, right, Sed? I mean, they've really worked at trying to play him as a running back, focus that way on him. And now the Rattlers are trying to turn the tables on those defenses.
Well, they have turned the tables because people are still trying to play them that way. Obviously, when you see the kind of coverages and the kind of opportunities the receivers are getting with the Rattlers. They're getting a lot of man coverage, a lot of soft zone, but they're trying to keep Drew Powell from beating him with his legs. And he is whooping him with his arm right now.
Well, the onside kick attempt there by the Rattlers trying to, pour it on even a little more here in the first half. Unsuccessful. 27-0, the Rattlers on top. And the recovery made by Daquan Brown. And we'll take a look at it right there. Just wouldn't roll out far enough for Arizona, and Brown does a good job to swallow it up. So the Strike Force are right there knocking on the door. They are at the Arizona 8-yard line. And Steve Cluley line up his offense. Here it comes. Cluley looking, throwing, and his pass caught for the touchdown. The Strike Force strike for the first time here with 6:55 remaining in the first half, and they get points on the board.
This is good protection up front. Good job giving him time. Cluley stands in there and throws a nice comeback route. And they beat Kyrie on the other side of the field. This is tough to cover. You drive them all the way in and come back down to the front pylon. Beautiful throw and catch. And Kyrie Wood's a little bit behind. Great route by Ross.
The kick goes up, and the kick is good by Tanner Kuljian. And our score is Arizona 27, San Diego 7. This timeout, we're back with more in the first half here. This is Arizona Rattlers football.
Spooner has been revolutionizing our community's experience with physical therapy and hand therapy in the Valley since 1990. Spooner helps you move better and feel better. Through specialized rehabilitation, personalized treatment plans, and functional performance training, our therapists, athletic trainers, and strength coaches provide programming to help you achieve your movement goals in life and on the field. Our team is your team. Visit SpoonerPT.com to find one of our Valley-wide locations near you.
Do you own your home? You may qualify for a cash-out refinance. Cash for home renovations, paying debt, or for whatever you need most. Connect with your local loan officer at Nova Home Loans today and see what you qualify for. Rates are still historically low and home values have increased, which could mean more cash to you. Don't wait. Visit NovaHomeLoans.com today to get started. Nova Home Loans. Our mission is simple. Yes.
Arizona leads San Diego 27-7. As we take a look, let's look at the comparison between these two quarterbacks tonight. Here, Drew Powell came in leading the league in passing with 581 yards. 74% completion is, I think, the completion percentage, by the way, I believe that he brings in. And in less time played, Steve Cluley really has come out strong. 268 yards you see there. Half the number of touchdowns. But prior to tonight, only one interception thrown. Here's the return by Arizona.
Cluley is completing at a 30-something% clip right now, right? And it's getting better, but he's not 74.8 like Drew has been up to this point. I mean, but you can see the arm talent, see the patience, and look how easy that ball comes out of his hand, right on target. Definitely has an upside. Got to get some more pieces, continue building it.
Great look as well right there. Compliments to our production team here as we get Shannon Brooks between the guards. Over the right side, there's a marker down as the ball came out across the 15, about the 18-yard line. Is that the only the second penalty that I can recall? And one of those...
He's declined. Arizona take the result to the play. Second down.
Defense came out of their stance was the call. They declined the penalty.
They declined it?
And now coach is wondering, wait, hold on a second now. I'm not so sure we wanted to decline that penalty.
You want to take it 1st and 5. It'll be 1st and 5. You got to take that. They only got like 2 yards on that run.
Well,
so it was a masterful 2-yard run because he was able to cut up inside.
Not bad. Yeah, and you would end up with second down as well if you decline that penalty.
Second and 8.
Yeah, so I'm not sure how the wires got crossed, but they've straightened it out. And it's 1st and 5. Arizona, their own 20-yard line. Drew Powell in the offense for the Rattlers. And he is running. Step back, carry it forward, carried a defender a little bit of the way, and then he ran into Ricky Wyatt at the end of it and ends up with a 7-yard gain for the Rattlers and a first down into San Diego territory.
It's nice little quarterback power inside. Look at the domination on the line by Kenny Thomas Jr. Watch the right guard here, people. No, you don't. And I'm going to dump you just like that.
You keep those hands inside.
You could do what you want.
Yeah,
man.
Exactly. And he did exactly what he wanted to do. First down play Rattlers with the wide side on the left side of the formation. Powell
Take
is
your
going
back,
to
take
eventually
your
look
back.
that way. And leaks the pass out left side to Shannon Brooks. The catch made. And Brooks is knocked down at the 7-yard line. Worked out nicely for Powell and the offense. 17 yards on the pickup.
Yeah, and he had him early as well. He wanted to give it a good look down the field, but he has him early. But love the fact that he came back and found him. And look at the downfield. Troy Pelletier doing a nice job trying to block for his running back. And again, that took a long time. So that offensive line doing a great job of
Absolutely,
protecting.
no question. Led by Lamar Mady. First down play, ball at the 8-yard line. They'll give it. Right side, Brooks with the stiff arm, but he is going to be dragged down. And maybe no gain on the play.
Sean Cooper, it's a great job of playing. You see him fire upfield shoulder of the guard, gets outside and maintains containment. Athletic enough to get outside and handle the quick Shannon Brooks.
And the no gain will make it second down and goal for the Rattler offense at the San Diego 8-yard line. Well, it's kind of tough for me to decide. Is the Rattlers offense playing the better football or is the defense? This is going to be a tough one to boil down. They're both playing great. Motion, Houston motions. Powell has time to throw, and throws a dangerous pass at the feet of the defender.
Yeah, I don't think he ever saw E.J. Johnson. Didn't like what he had, but that's one you sail over his head, make a fan. Everybody already loves you in this building. Drew Powell, make another fan, a new fan. Give a souvenir out. Got to put some touch on it, though. You can't throw a bullet up in the stands, though.
3 minutes and 5 seconds are left here in the first half. 27-7, Arizona in front. And a third down play coming up, third down and goal. Powell from the shotgun. The motion, fake to Brooks. Powell steps left, stops Brooks wide open for the Arizona touchdown. The Rattlers strike again, and it's Shannon Brooks with his second touchdown today.
And they bring 4. You only have 3 to block, so you got to get the ball to your hand, and they do not account for the back out. And again, you see man-to-man by some guys. It's man coverage all the way. Tough to do that when you got that back leaking out to the strong side of the field and everything's going across your face. Very tough.
Lacayo on for the point after. Again, a tough snap to handle, and Braxton Haley just decides, I'm not spotting this one. I'm running with it, and then I'm going to dump it out into the stands. He's going to make a friend and a new fan out there as he gets rid of the football, throws it away, and with 1:57 remaining here in the half.
I think you still have time to put that ball down instead of taking off. Just be patient. Put it down. Put it down. The snap is high. As you see, Coach Jernigan is getting after Chris McAllister. But listen, you still have time. It's not like the outdoor game where they're 0.3 seconds or whatever the timing is, where you want to 0.323 or whatever. You still have time in this game to get up and put the ball down.
Unquestionably, 1:57 remaining here now in the first half. And those of you who are listening on radio, thanks for joining us for our broadcast coverage of Arizona Rattlers football. Listening on 1580 The Fanatic, KQFN Tempe, also translating on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM and K240 EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM. There's that touchdown catch by Shannon Brooks. Another great game coming together for Drew Powell. And the kick is taken at the goal line, brought straight out, straight back, and a nice tackle made by Troy Pelletier, who brings down the return man after a very modest return. That was Ishmael Adams, tackled at the 14-yard line, first down for San Diego.
And listen, you know, as an organization, as a team, you're outclassed. Your job right now is to try and get better, just to keep plugging away. They came from 17 down a week ago. Put that kind of effort out there and just continue, and you never know what happens.
It's not going to matter, but the Rattlers do have their full complement of 3 timeouts remaining here in the half. San Diego's got 1 left. And Steve Cluley pumps to throw and then throws deep down the middle. Has a man on a sliding catch.
They got to get home. You can't allow that much time. You got about 6 seconds back there, 5-6 seconds. They ran a couple double move routes down there.
Chris Lewis with the great catch brings us to the 1-minute warning here in the first half. Arizona 33, San Diego 7. We grab this timeout. This is Arizona Rattlers football.
Do you own your home? You may qualify for a cash-out refinance. Cash for home renovations, paying debt, or for whatever you need most. Connect with your local loan officer at Nova Home Loans today and see what you qualify for. Rates are still historically low and home values have increased, which could mean more cash to you. Don't wait. Visit NovaHomeLoans.com today to get started. Nova Home Loans. Our mission is simple. Yes.
Every body is different. Some get injured, while others wear down. At Ortho Arizona, your unique condition is at the center of what we do. With over 20 locations and 70 physicians in the Valley, we offer orthopedic procedures, therapy, and athletic performance for the most important reason of all, getting you back to an active, pain-free life. Ortho Arizona, your destination for quality orthopedic care since 1994.
Ken Garff Kia is now open. The trusted Ken Garff name is now here in Arizona, and our dealership is ready to support our community with all of their automotive needs. With new Kias arriving daily, we're sure to have something for everyone. We focus on listening to people, creating the best dealership experience, and creating customers for life. Whether you're looking for a brand new vehicle or need to bring in your car for service, we're here for you. Come check out our selection of all new Kias at 2121 East Bell Road in Phoenix. Ken Garff Kia, we hear you.
1 minute remaining in the first half. Welcome back to the Snake Pit. Floyd Simmons, Cedric Bonner, and Steve Cluley, the quarterback for San Diego, right there on your screen. Trying to get his team into the end zone one more time before the break. Working from just inside the 15-yard line. Cluley breaks the pocket, right side, lowers the shoulder, and finishes strong, getting to about the 6-yard line for San Diego.
Tell you, now you know why. Like they're starting to fall in love with this young kid. This team, they're working hard, they're down, but he's just grinding, just playing.
That's a guy that's going to win some friends in the locker room with the finish like that. Dylan Winfrey stays in there on the tackle, but the big quarterback coming bearing down on you like that, unwilling to give himself up, unwilling to go into the boards. Good finish by Steve Cluley. 47 seconds are left here in the half. The Rattlers spent a timeout to see if they can engineer some defense and get a stop before the half.
I think Cluley has a rug burn on his hand. It's your left hand, bro. You're righty. You're good. Let's go.
Let's hope it's only a rug burn.
It's his left hand.
So if it's a broken index finger,
it's his left hand.
I got you. Second down play.
He's got 9 other fingers.
2nd and 2 for San Diego at the Arizona 6. Cluley fires one left side. That ball is in and out of the hands of Adams, incomplete. And I believe that was Winfrey on the coverage.
Really good coverage. And listen, when you're trying to run double move routes, you've got to be a little more patient. And Troy Evans doesn't get patient enough. He's running a whip route. You've got guys attached to you. You got to take them down in there a couple more steps, a couple extra steps, and then whip out of it. Really good coverage.
Inside this final minute, that incomplete pass did stop the clock. 42 seconds remaining here in the first half. Motion from the left side. They're going to give it straight up the middle. And an upending tackle made by Devontae Merriweather. And the ball carrier, Trayvon Van, was able to get a yard on the play. Short of the first down, by the way.
Trayvon Williams was not having it. Merriweather first, boom, and watch Williams come in and finish.
It really was the finish, wasn't it? I mean, that was a great job by Devontae.
It's like a little miniature explosion right right, coming up right there. Boom.
Well, that stopped San Diego shy of the first down. It's 4th down now, 4th down, and about a half a yard. They got to get to about the 4.5-yard line to move the chains. And San Diego has 1 timeout remaining. 36 seconds left here in the half. That was Arizona spending a defensive timeout. So they've got 1 timeout remaining. 4th down play, Cluley tosses it left side. Van stutter stepping, trapped in the backfield, nowhere to go! And a great stop defensively by this great Rattlers defense.
Wow.
For a split second, it appeared he might have something after the stutter, and then here come everybody on the defense.
Here's the problem with running wide toss in this situation, right? You've got 1 yard to go. You've got a yard to go. You don't have very far to go to get that first down, and you're trying to stretch out a defense that runs really well. You got to go right at them. If you're going for it, go right at them. A little zone read, quarterback follow, but you got to go right at them quick.
So a takeaway by the Rattlers on the turnover on downs and a toss, a catch made. That's going to be enough for the first down. Catch made by Braxton Haley. Pickup of 11 yards. 22 seconds remain. They'll stop the clock to move the chains. Are we going to grab a timeout? Nope. Rattlers are going to take some time to get a play run here.
And Braxton Haley needs to make sure he's the guy that gets up with the football. He's wrestling around right there. They deemed his forward momentum has stopped, and I would agree with them, but the coach in me says get up and give the ball to the official. Do not let him rip it out of your hand at any point, because you never know what call will be made.
And he must have gone out of bounds because they do. Well, no, the Rattlers, they took a timeout. They spent their final timeout here the first half. So, I don't know, what was it, 5 minutes ago I said the Rattlers would, they had 3 timeouts. I didn't think they were going to spend even maybe one of those, and they've used them all. And that's Kevin Guy managing the last seconds of this half. And he's going to try to draw something up, get his team into the end zone for the final 22 seconds here.
Well, first down, you figure you should be able to get a couple plays here. You just cannot take a sack in this situation.
30 yards from pay dirt. Down the middle. That's a pass caught in traffic and then jarred loose by the defender. Todd Athey went up between the 2 defenders. And the guy that ends up making the play defensively to dislodge the ball, Ishmael Adams out there, and a great job on defense.
You can't run back in front of people with the cuff signal on like you've shut them down. You've given up 33 points in this half, and this, by all accounts, should have been a touchdown as well. If he pulls it into his body, you see he tries to turn away from the DB that he could see, but he does not see the backside DB, Adams, who does a great job of fighting through. Look at this throw, though.
Yeah, great throw, and, a pretty solid effort by...
Great effort, but a really good fight by Adams.
Pass to the near sideline and out of bounds. Well, that's going to keep the clock moving. 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Looks like that may be the final play of the half. 5 seconds. They're rushing up to the line, but that's after the Pelletier catch. That is... Well, Pelletier's saying, look, I hit the dasher pad. I went out.
He put the ball, he gave himself up with the ball on top of the dasher pads.
Okay. Well, Coach.
Unless they deemed him down prior to that happening. And if that's the case, then that's what it is.
That's exactly what they're deeming. And let's go to Joe Paquino with Coach Guy.
Coach, looks like you ran out of time, but did Troy get the pad before the clock expired?
Well, I don't know. I mean, looks like everybody in the building thought it except the guys in white and black.
Well, Coach, you score on 5 out of 6 offensive possessions. Your thoughts of your offense in that first half?
We're all right, man. We're doing a lot of stuff, little things that we can be a lot cleaner.
Thank you, Coach. Floyd, back to you.
Well, the one thing that they could do to clean up for sure is the place kicking game. Said that's where a lot of their heartburn has occurred in the first half. I mean, they got a 26-point lead. They got, somewhere along the line, you're happy with that. But, in terms of things you could fix, that is something that...
Well, obviously, he's not comfortable with the holding that's going on. There's some things that are kind of shaking him off of his game because we've seen Ernesto Lacayo for years. And listen, you'd rather be in this situation and let him fix his bug, right? get his fixes in and figure out what's going on than be in a tight ball game and have it come down to a high snap or not getting a ball down. They just got to work those kinks out.
I'll also add this, that there isn't another kicker in the league, if I were coaching, that I would want to have handling those duties for me than Ernesto Lacayo. So.
Yeah, he's fantastic, man. He works at his craft, tries to get better. He will figure it out.
Here's a look at that last play. Contact is made. Well, I don't know. Maybe they looked and said the knee was down before the ball made contact. I mean,
simultaneous, right? But
pretty close.
Either way, the call was the call. So,
yep. The official kept the clock rolling, and there was no time to run another play, and that's how it ends. Halftime score: Arizona 33, San Diego 7. They're getting ready to have some fun down on the field here, and you can too when you come out to the next Arizona Rattlers game. We'll tell you just when that is here in a couple of moments. Halftime on the way from the Footprint Center, the Snake Pit. And this is Arizona Rattlers football. Stand by.
If DJ Citizen Jane quit on her passion for music, she never would have left her career as a detective to pursue it. If she let starting at the bottom scare her, she never would have hustled to play bigger and bigger shows. And if she was content with being one of the best Latina artists in Miami, she wouldn't be electrifying the crowd in sold-out shows around the world. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion. Modelo, root for those with a fighting spirit.
The pulse, the beat, the vibe. You have a place to turn it on. Talking Stick Resort.
Spooner has been revolutionizing our community's experience with physical therapy and hand therapy in the Valley since 1990. Spooner helps you move better and feel better. We specialize rehabilitation, personalized treatment plans, and functional performance training. Our therapists, athletic trainers, and strength coaches provide programming to help you achieve your movement goals in life and on the field. Our team is your team. Visit SpoonerPT.com to find one of our Valley-wide locations near you.
Ready for a change of course? Discover a desert oasis studded with greens. Tee off into narrow canyons or go long on wide open fairways. With a storied golf history and a long list of courses designed by the greats of the game, your perfect golf getaway is right here in Tucson, Arizona. Find out more at visittucson.org/golf.
Do you own your home? You may qualify for a cash-out refinance. Cash for home renovations, paying debt, or for whatever you need most. Connect with your local loan officer at Nova Home Loans today and see what you qualify for. Rates are still historically low and home values have increased, which could mean more cash to you. Don't wait. Visit NovaHomeLoans.com today to get started. Nova Home Loans. Our mission is simple. Yes.
I get it. It can be hard for you to tell us what's wrong with your car. Relax. At Grulix Automotive Repair, we speak car.
Kind of making that sound like...
We understand. At Grulix, our ASC certified technicians can diagnose your car or truck and get you back on the road quickly and safely.
It's like that.
We hear you.
Grulix, dedicated to your drive.
Spooner has been revolutionizing our community's experience with physical therapy and hand therapy in the Valley since 1990. Spooner helps you move better and feel better. We specialize rehabilitation, personalized treatment plans, and functional performance training. Our therapists, athletic trainers, and strength coaches provide programming to help you achieve your movement goals in life and on the field. Our team is your team. Visit SpoonerPT.com to find one of our Valley-wide locations near you.
Join Jane Klaus on Creative Living as she shares fun and inspiring ideas for enriching your life. From DIY tips to unique adventures for the family, Creative Living showcases it all. peek inside the kitchen at a local restaurant, preview popular travel destinations, or discover an exciting new hobby. Watch Creative Living Sunday, Monday, Thursday, and Saturday only on YourView and YourView.com. Creative Living. Imagine what you can do.
Back in for halftime at the Footprint Center, the Snake Pit, the home of the Arizona Rattlers. Welcome in, everybody. Floyd Simmons along with Cedric Bonner and Joe Paquino on our broadcast call. And a successful first half, to say the least, for the Rattlers. And in typical Kevin Guy fashion, just not entirely happy in spite of a fairly dominating performance. The offense has been great. The defense has been stellar for the Rattlers. And the lead is 26 points. Our score here at halftime, Arizona 33, San Diego 7. Welcome back, everybody. As we take a look at some of the higher points of that first half. Nice job defensively there by the Arizona Rattlers. And we let you know as well while we take a look at this about our next game broadcast here of Arizona Rattlers football. And it's a big one. It's a rematch of last year's championship game. A game eventually won by Massachusetts in the final seconds in dramatic fashion. Game played right here at the Footprint Center. And that's coming up on Saturday, May 14th. Saturday, May 14th, our next broadcast of Rattlers football, the next home game for Arizona. At 6:05 p.m. that Saturday, May 14th. Make your plans to be here at the Footprint Center. Make your plans to come out and enjoy the game in person. And we do hope that you'll join us for our broadcast coverage as well. You can listen across the valley on 1580 AM The Fanatic, carrying these Arizona Rattlers broadcast games. Listen as well on 99.3 FM and 95.9 FM to The Fanatic in our broadcast coverage of Arizona Rattlers football. Also remember, all Rattlers home games this season are broadcast on Cox YourView Arizona, Channel 4 in Phoenix. Go to YourView.com, that's YURVIEW.com for more information. And a great number of you as well watching Arizona Rattlers football on the Indoor Football League YouTube channel. Get in on the action at GoIFL.com. That's GoIFL.com. We want to thank Nova Home Loans, the exclusive Arizona Rattlers Instant Replay presenting sponsor. Nova Home Loans working with us all season long here for coverage of Arizona Rattlers football, and they are our exclusive official replay sponsor as well. In a few moments, I'll be joined again by Cedric Bonner, who is bearing food. Wow, we may have to get a camera look at the food as well here in a little bit. Wow, Ced, that's... I will say this, as you throw your headset on, you went out scavenging, my man, and
I did. I came back plentiful.
Look at what you brought.
I came back plentiful.
The sliders, the chili dog, the mac and cheese, the chicken wing. Wow. You brought it all. You brought your A game.
Come on, man. I told you I was going to go check it out.
We don't mean to make anybody jealous, super jelly back there watching or listening to the game, but you ought to be. That's some pretty good spread you got right there. We're going to come back and continue to break it down. A successful first half for the Rattlers, and they lead 33-7. We'll also take a look at the first half stats with you when we do return in a moment. Don't go anywhere. Our halftime breakdown will continue from the Footprint Center. The big lead for Arizona. And this right here, this is Arizona Rattlers football.
Do you own your home? You may qualify for a cash-out refinance. Cash for home renovations, paying debt, or for whatever you need most. Connect with your local loan officer at Nova Home Loans today and see what you qualify for. Rates are still historically low and home values have increased, which could mean more cash to you. Don't wait. Visit NovaHomeLoans.com today to get started. Nova Home Loans. Our mission is simple. Yes.
Ready for a change of course? Discover a desert oasis studded with greens. Tee off into narrow canyons or go long on wide open fairways. With a storied golf history and a long list of courses designed by the greats of the game, your perfect golf getaway is right here in Tucson, Arizona. Find out more at visittucson.org/golf.
The pulse, the beat, the vibe. You have a place to turn it on. Talking Stick Resort.
If DJ Citizen Jane quit on her passion for music, she never would have left her career as a detective to pursue it. If she let starting at the bottom scare her, she never would have hustled to play bigger and bigger shows. And if she was content with being one of the best Latino artists in Miami, she wouldn't be electrifying the crowd in sold-out shows around the world. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion. Modelo, root for those with a fighting spirit.
Hey everybody, we're back in, and it's halftime here at the Footprint Center. The Snake also just say, you didn't bring this back, but let's throw that up there on the screen for everybody.
Oh, it's still got the old earrings in, too.
Do you remember this guy?
Yeah, I do. I have a few of those at home.
Yeah? He was a pretty good football player back in the day.
He was all right. He was all right. That all black slimmed him out, made him look really slim. It's awesome.
Good stuff. Halftime here again. A great first half by Arizona. Offensively, they've been basically unstoppable. They kind of have to stop themselves on a night like that for anything to happen. Defensively, we see the big plays. Devontae Merriweather is bringing the pain, bringing the heat. Great efforts by, of course, Kyrie Woods with the interception. He's helped turn the tide for that defense. Chris McAllister with some early pressure, early intensity on that defense. I don't know, top to bottom, that defense looks great.
It's loaded, and you didn't even mention Trayvon Williams, right? He's another guy in the middle, leads the team in tackles for loss. He is the little Energizer Bunny. You think of a middle linebacker, he's not that big, but his nose and his smarts, his savvy, off the charts, man. This guy understands how to play the game. He reads it, and he reacts immediately. Great guy to have in the middle.
We're going to ask Derek to go to maybe grab some looks for us around the arena, maybe some replays from that first half again, because I want to take a look at the first half stats as they are so far. I'm going to let you know that total offense, Arizona has 153 yards in that first half, about double what San Diego has at 74 yards of offense. The Rattlers have, as a team, thrown for 98 yards on 8 out of 15 throwing the football. Not quite as efficient as what
he's been, right?
Drew's been.
And there was a stint there in the second quarter, into the second quarter, where, there's about 3 or 4 incompletions in a row. Just sometimes you have to take the little stuff, right? If you want to get the big stuff, you got to go ahead and be okay dumping it down, taking the under route, doing those kind of things. And listen, for San Diego, they had moments. Cluley's had moments. I really like what I see from this guy. He can sling it. But when you're in this environment, when you go to Frisco, when you go to Massachusetts, you come into Arizona's building, you've got to have moments every single play. You can't just have spots here and there. You've got to come with your A game for the entire duration of the game.
Well, Steve Cluley is 7 out of 15 for 67 yards throwing the football today for his team. Running the football, he's carried the ball one time for 8 yards, and Trayvon Van, 4 rushes for 5 yards, 13 yards of rushing in that first half for the Strike Force. On the other side, the Rattlers running the ball. Well, Shannon Brooks has carried it 5 times for 35 yards. Drew Powell, 3 carries for 20 yards. And the team has 55 yards total rushing in the first half today. Those are some of the highlights I mentioned. Powell, 8 out of 15 for 98 yards throwing the ball, 3 touchdowns. And he's really only maybe thrown 1 pass he'd like to get back. There's a look at Joe Paquino and Coach Kevin Guy down on the field. Hey, Joe.
Hey, Floyd. Coach, up big at the half. What do you want to see from your team in the second frame?
I would like to see some execution, okay? I want to see execution is what I want to see. We got a lot of things that we did wrong. Situational football, not getting out of bounds when we catch the ball, not knowing our playbook, okay? So there's some things that we need to get fixed.
Thank you very much, Coach. So, Floyd, even though with a big lead, Coach Kevin Guy, he's expecting perfection because it's not about today. It's about winning a ring, and that's all that matters in his mind.
Yeah, and it's a tough schedule on the way for the Rattlers, including the next home game. We talk about that May 14th. You know, they're going to welcome in the reigning champions of the league, Massachusetts, coming to town on May 14th.
And they did it on this field, on your field. So that's going to be a big ball game. And then, you know, before that on the road, they go to Frisco, and then they got Frisco again after that. So there's a 4-week span there where they played 3. They're going to play 3 really tough matches, and you really find out about this Arizona Rattler team.
We'll take our final timeout and get you ready for the second half, everybody. Arizona 33, San Diego 7, and the third quarter is straight ahead. Do stick around with us for our broadcast coverage of Arizona Rattlers football.
If DJ Citizen Jane quit on her passion for music, she never would have left her career as a detective to pursue it. If she let starting at the bottom scare her, she never would have hustled to play bigger and bigger shows. And if she was content with being one of the best Latina artists in Miami, she wouldn't be electrifying the crowd in sold-out shows around the world. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion. Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit.
Spooner has been revolutionizing our community's experience with physical therapy and hand therapy in the Valley since 1990. Spooner helps you move better and feel better. Through specialized rehabilitation, personalized treatment plans, and functional performance training, our therapists, athletic trainers, and strength coaches provide programming to help you achieve your movement goals in life and on the field. Our team is your team. Visit SpoonerPT.com to find one of our Valley-wide locations near you.
We're your neighbors. You should stop by for a visit. We're Casino Arizona. There's nothing like seeing friends again. We're your Casino Arizona.
Every body is different. Some get injured, while others wear down. At Ortho Arizona, your unique condition is at the center of what we do. With over 20 locations and 70 physicians in the Valley, we offer orthopedic procedures, therapy, and athletic performance for the most important reason of all, getting you back to an active, pain-free life. Ortho Arizona, your destination for quality orthopedic care since 1994.
Do you own your home? You may qualify for a cash-out refinance. Cash for home renovations, paying debt, or for whatever you need most. Connect with your local loan officer at Nova Home Loans today and see what you qualify for. Rates are still historically low and home values have increased, which could mean more cash to you. Don't wait. Visit NovaHomeLoans.com today to get started. Nova Home Loans. Our mission is simple. Yes.
Back into the action here in downtown Phoenix, everybody. Hey, by the way, I mean, what a beautiful day in the Valley of the Sun today. As I pulled up to the arena, checked the temperature outside, 84 degrees. Lovely today.
It was awesome. We've been a little chilly out in Denver where I live. It's been a little cold. Come out here, it's just beautiful. My body gets energized with all the vitamin D.
Here comes the second half kick to the back of the end zone, beautifully placed by Ernesto Lacayo. And Shannon Brooks couldn't quite bring down Ishmael Adams on the return. But finally the tackle is made into the dasher pad. Is that Devontae Merriweather? I believe it was. And he may have had a little equipment issue as he brought down the return man. And the ball placed at the 12-yard line, the second half to get underway. Floyd Simmons here along with Cedric Bonner and Joe Paquino on our play-by-play call of Arizona Rattlers football. 33-7, the Rattlers in front of the strike force, and San Diego and their quarterback Steve Cluley will bring it out to start the second half. Again, their own 12-yard line is where the football is spotted. Cluley sends them in motion. Picks up that low snap, throws deep down the middle, double coverage, and Dylan Winfrey juggles the ball and hauls it in. That's an Arizona takeaway. And for Winfrey, the interception.
This is just a poor decision here by Cluley. And he's not under duress, but he just doesn't see the bracket coverage. He never sees Winfrey, who's over the top. Merriweather's underneath. There is no shot. They had bracket coverage. You got to go away from there and to someone else. Right call, right time. I don't know if you recall, but a year ago when he went on his 8 interceptions in 3 games or some crazy streak like that, which pretty much solidified him as a defensive player of the year, maybe this is the start of an INT run for Dylan Winfrey.
So the Rattlers will get their first possession of the second half. They'll stretch it on the right side. Nice cutback by Shannon Brooks. And he is going to cut back again inside the 15-yard line of San Diego. Maybe inside the 10. Terrific run put together by Shannon.
Love the old stretch play. This is fantastic. You get Drew Powell under center. He gets the ball out wide. You get the defense running laterally and find the lane cutback. Great read and cut by Brooks.
Hey, how about the nice downfield block? It wasn't a physical block, but just a great job by Pelletier right here.
That was a smart job of laying off. He started to block him in the back, and then he pulled his hands back. Just a smart decision.
I mean, he almost erased a big gain. And I don't think Brooks would have loved that. Here's a handoff to Isaiah Houston, right side, cuts it inside the 5, and he's going to scramble his way to the 2-yard line. Nice pickup, 8-yard gain on the play. It'll bring up second down and goal from that spot as Isaiah Houston, who's had a great early first half of the year for the Rattlers, gets involved on a nice run play to the 2-yard line.
I mean, you're talking about a guy that didn't have many touches a year ago, but he's getting his opportunity, and he's been up for the challenge up to this point.
And who would we normally see run that play?
Jamal Miles.
Jamal Miles, right. And Jamal inactive today for the team. So Isaiah taking advantage of the opportunity to get his number called right there. Here is going to be a give right side to Shannon. And Shannon Brooks goes into the end zone. That's a Rattlers touchdown. Big success all throughout this game for Arizona. They get the interception from Dylan Winfrey and cash that into points already, but they have yet to put the points on the board. There are the points finally, 39-7. We'll await the outcome of the point after kick here now, and Coach Guy talking about execution. So we'll see if Chris McAllister, the long snapper, can deliver to Braxton Haley for the hold, and Ernesto Lacayo the kick. This has been an adventure all night long. Another high snap, but it's put down, and the kick is perfect by Lacayo. And the Arizona Rattlers lead 40-7 here with the second half underway. Back in a moment. This here is Arizona Rattlers football.
Do you own your home? You may qualify for a cash-out refinance. Cash for home renovations, paying debt, or for whatever you need most. Connect with your local loan officer at Nova Home Loans today and see what you qualify for. Rates are still historically low and home values have increased, which could mean more cash to you. Don't wait. Visit NovaHomeLoans.com today to get started. Nova Home Loans. Our mission is simple. Yes.
If DJ Citizen Jane quit on her passion for music, she never would have left her career as a detective to pursue it. If she let starting at the bottom scare her, she never would have hustled to play bigger and bigger shows. And if she was content with being one of the best Latina artists in Miami, she wouldn't be electrifying the crowd in sold-out shows around the world. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion. Modelo, root for those with a fighting spirit. If DJ Citizen Jane quit on her passion for music, she never would have.
$11 minutes, 35 seconds on the clock. And we are in the third quarter of this one as the Rattlers get set to send it away. Arizona in dominating fashion, leading 40-7 over the San Diego Strike Force. Here is a kick midway into the end zone, and Ishmael Adams will bring it out and get hit right out at about the 12-yard line. Familiar starting spot for the San Diego offense. Here is Joe Paquino.
Hey, boy, this Arizona defense so good, giving up less than 20 points a game, a revamped unit, especially in that secondary between Brandon Ezell and Kyrie Woods. You know, these two gentlemen are very familiar with each other. Woods played, of course, at San Diego State. Ezell played at San Jose State. They battled each other in the Mountain West. So they are very familiar with each other. Now they've become good friends and lifetime in college against one another. Well, they're dead even at 2-2.
San Diego gives it on first down, and there is a new face getting involved in the running game.
It's going to be Hoodie Rogers. Marquise Rogers. And Devontae Sapp Lynch not dressed out. Maybe giving Trayvon Van a rest, or...
Well, the first time to see Hoodie Rogers carry the football. He gains 3 yards. Second down and 7 for San Diego. They're working from their own 15-yard line. Cluley setting up and dumps it out left side, wide open. That's Hoodie Rogers with the hoodie into the end zone. Splitting that defense after taking it in around that left side. And that is we've seen that play design work for both sides pretty successfully. And there's the biggest play of the night for San Diego.
You bring pressure, you leak your back out. Coverage is taking away people downfield, and Hoodie Rogers has a ton of speed on the swing route. And it's not even close at that point. That's well designed and well executed.
Here's the San Diego point try. It is no good. Wide to the right. Both teams with their troubles converting. It's a small target anyway with those narrow uprights, but still, we haven't seen this level of, well, this many misses, it seems, in all our many games of covering Indoor Football League.
Tell you, there's so many things that go into it, right? If you get a new snapper one week, or you get a new receiver that's trying to hold, and you're just trying to find it, right? And for kickers, it's a psychological thing. You know, centers love, or quarterbacks love their one center, right? They love a guy that, then all of a sudden your center's out and you get a new guy in there. It takes a little bit of time for you to really be comfortable.
40-13, Arizona in front. They're going to kick the ball away here in a moment. We'll await that kick with 9:27 on the clock here in the third period. Seth, I've got a question for you. Can I ask you a baseball question?
Sure.
Do you mind if I do that? Baseball season just began. Clayton Kershaw was throwing a perfect game through 7 innings a couple of days ago.
You can't take him out, even if he's tired. It's his to lose. Literally, you cannot take him out. Period.
Just doesn't matter what the computer program says, does it?
You just give him an extra couple days of rest, right? Like, you cannot take him out. Those situations don't come along very often. You can't take him out.
Listen, he is ever the consummate teammate and company man, and he said all the right things afterward. He supported the team's decision, but come on, man. Keep the man on the field. Here's the return by Isaiah Houston. Broken tackle across the 25 toward the end zone, and he is going to be knocked into the dasher pads. Just shy of glory. What a return by Isaiah Houston.
This team continues to struggle. They gave up a couple of returns a week ago against Tucson. They've got to shore up the special teams. Just too much space. Not a play you can take a rest on, but Houston, when he gets out in the open, that's where he wants to be with all that speed. But a good job by Kuljan to get him on the ground and give your defense a chance.
On a field and with a roster that has plenty of big-time Division I college athletes present. There's a guy out of Arizona Christian University with a great return. He's had a great season, and here's the give up the middle. Room to run for Shannon Brooks. That's a Rattlers touchdown.
And they're just dominating up front. And Brooks, the cut here is, they leave the backside in unblocked. He takes a bit of a hoop angle, doesn't knife down hard to close that gap. And the quick feed by Brooks.
Arizona continues to roll it up. Now leading 46-13. And an opportunity to work on some issues in the kicking game. Another questionable snap picked up and put down by Braxton. Showing a little frustration on that himself. Frustration, I think, in just the overall situation. And the kick hits the upright. If it can go wrong tonight in the kicking game, the place kicking game, it's going wrong. And our score 46-13, Arizona in front. We'll get to that thought in a moment. With said, we'll grab this timeout. 7:52 on the clock, third quarter. This is Arizona Rattlers football.
Your home, you may qualify for a cash-out refinance. Cash for home renovations, paying debt, or for whatever you need most. Connect with your local loan officer at Nova Home Loans today and see what you qualify for. Rates are still historically low and home values have increased, which could mean more cash to you. Don't wait. Visit NovaHomeLoans.com today to get started. Nova Home Loans. Our mission is simple. Yes.
If DJ Citizen Jane quit on her passion for music, she never would have left her career as a detective to pursue it. If she let starting at the bottom scare her, she never would have hustled to play bigger and bigger shows. And if she was content with being one of the best Latina artists in Miami, she wouldn't be electrifying the crowd in sold-out shows around the world. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion. Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit.
46-13, Arizona in front of San Diego. And welcome in, everybody, to the Footprint Center, the Snake Pit. Third quarter action here, 7:52 on the clock. And we welcome our viewers on the Indoor Football League's YouTube channel. Remember to get in on the action at goifl.com. That's goifl.com. And I remind you that Nova Home Loans is the exclusive Rattlers Instant Replay presenting sponsor. You can see the action right there on another Nova Home Loans look. Thank you to Nova Home Loans for the partnership here with the Arizona Rattlers. And a great look at that touchdown setup on the return by Isaiah Houston.
In the backside block here, watch how quick they get off the ball, and just a circular action. And the problem is, if you do knife down too far, maybe Drew Powell pulls it and takes it in the end zone. But I mean, you've got to come down hard. And I believe when I looked at that replay again, they had it all set up. E.J. Johnson was outside just in case the ball was kept by Powell. Just a bad angle by Manny Wright.
You got to pick your poison in that situation if you're the
Well, they had two guys, one for each.
Lineman.
But you got to come down. You got to come down.
The Rattlers are going to kick it away. I also want to make mention of this as well. San Diego, after the win, the come-from-behind win a week ago in Tucson, coming off the field, there might have been some young players on that San Diego roster that found Kevin Guy, who was there watching the game, and maybe, expressed a little bit more confidence in the upcoming matchup with the Rattlers than they ought to have. And his team has come out on a mission tonight to maybe remind San Diego who's at the top of the mountain right now.
Well, listen, you never do that with any team. However,
after this is first down, strike force.
It was an unsportsmanlike penalty they had in the bank, so they're using it here. But you never provoke a team, especially when that team beat you, held you to 10 points in a game. Doesn't matter, you're emotional, you're excited, you just had a big win. Just continue to try to get better week in and week out. And that's, listen, when you want to win and you want to be on a good team, there's got to be a certain level of maturity. And that's not being mature at all.
Lesson learned, maybe? It's 46-13 right now. The Rattlers, I'm teaching a lesson.
I'm sure they can give them a little bit more of it.
Swing out this side. Cody Rogers on the catch and into the wall on the near side, and he'll be marked down at about the 18-yard line. That is shy of the first down. A gain on the play of about 6 yards. And the spot makes it a 5-yard gain. Second down and 5 for San Diego. Cluley will line him up. He's got a man split out left. Inside receivers motion to the line. Catch made at the line of scrimmage. And a very nice open field tackle made by Brandon Izell.
Yeah, he gave up on that corner route a little bit too long. When he gets a little wiser in his game, you can literally stare down Brandon Izell, give your little shoulders out to that field corner, and throw the corner route behind him.
Illegal defense, number 45 of the defense, line outside of the guard, 5-yard penalty, we play second down.
Trevin Hill with the penalty. One of the few things this team has done wrong on the defensive end.
Really haven't seen a lot of penalty flags anyway for either team today. First down as the Chains move the ball to the 23-yard line. Cody Rogers lines up astride the quarterback in the backfield. Cluley takes it, fakes a little flip to Cody Rogers, and then misses his man coming across. That'll be incomplete on the pass attempt. And the receiver was Troy Evans, incomplete.
Well, you're again releasing, flaring out your back. You don't want Hoodie Rogers to have to block. Obviously, something's wrong with Trayvon Van, so you don't have that protection in there. But he's got Rashad Ross sitting in the middle of the field, wide open, early within that play, and he waits on the crosser and doesn't have enough time to set his feet and throw it.
Strike force on second down. Set up a little screen, one blocker screen, not gonna go very far. Great job by Williams and Hill on defense, and the guy that brought it in, Hoodie Rogers, give him a yard on the gain.
Continue to get Montavious Atkinson in the mix. He enables them to give Day-Day a little break. So this team is loaded on the defensive side.
Tons of talent. Trayvon Hill on that last stop. 3rd down and 9. Swing out to the near side. That pass is incomplete, but that'll be that's Atkinson coming in, and it's
the right call.
Little too aggressive. And with that, let's grab a timeout. With 4:25 on the clock.
15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
I think we're going to grab a timeout. Well, perhaps not. 4:25 here on the clock in the 3rd quarter. And our score 46-13. Arizona in front. The personal foul marches the ball down to the 11-yard line of Arizona. We are at the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd period. And this throw to the back of the end zone, incomplete. There's some contact there, but there's going to be no flag. That ball was pretty uncatchable, to be honest.
They're trying to run a fade stop.
Roughing the passer, number 23 of the defense, half the distance, first down.
Well, we were looking downfield, didn't see the marker in the backfield. Yeah, roughing the passer. That'll be an automatic first down as they put the ball at the 5.5-yard line.
And if you're Arizona right now, you've just hurt yourself. 2 plays in a row. You don't want to take away the aggressiveness, because this is when this team's at its best, when they're getting after you, but you got to be smart.
Hoodie Rogers trying to get around the right side. Yeah, they're going to run right into Atkinson one more time. And he tried to drag him inside the 5. He'll get him to about the 3-yard line before they spot him down. 2nd down and goal.
They're still fighting. A lot of fight. Marquise Hoodie Rogers. Fighting. This team is still playing hard. And trying to get better.
Under 3 minutes on the clock in the 3rd quarter. Cluley looks left, now over the middle, and that one is out of reach. The pass incomplete for Troy Evans. And now it's 3rd down and goal at the 3-yard line.
He had Rashad Ross on the sail route outside. Short sail, he could have thrown that ball. It was space to get that in there on the break. But it's tough trying to throw the ball over the middle of the field. You've got some length back there.
So now a 3rd down play for the Strike Force offense. Cluley looking to throw all the way. And he's got a man, and that catch is going to be made for a touchdown. On the receiving end. Well, you're going to have to help me there. He does not appear on my roster.
Prince Shinola. Good job of sidestepping the rush. And it's tough, again, to cover for that long.
Well, you know, decent protection against that outstanding Arizona front.
And they're going for 2 here. But they were aided by 2 penalties. 2 majors.
So the 2-point try for the strike force. Cluey fires, and that's through the hands of Cody Rogers. You know, he had some defensive presence in front of him in the form of Mr. Atkinson. And the failure there keeps the score here 46-19. Arizona in front. 1:03 remaining third quarter. This is Arizona Rattlers football.
Your home, you may qualify for a cash-out refinance. Cash for home renovations, paying debt, or for whatever you need most. Connect with your local loan officer at Nova Home Loans today and see what you qualify for. Rates are still historically low and home values have increased, which could mean more cash to you. Don't wait. Visit NovaHomeLoans.com today to get started. Nova Home Loans. Our mission is simple. Yes.
If DJ Citizen Jane quit on her passion for music, she never would have left her career as a detective to pursue it. If she let starting at the bottom scare her, she never would have hustled to play bigger and bigger shows. And if she was content with being one of the best Latina artists in Miami, she wouldn't be electrifying the crowd in sold-out shows around the world. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion. Modelo, root for those with a fighting spirit.
Montavious. Well, the officials are taking a look at, I think they're reviewing a play. And so we're going to find out what happens with the review here in just a moment, everybody. Our score 46-19 with 1:03 remaining third quarter. Arizona Rattlers football. And let's find out what Joe Paquino has scrounged up for us. Hey, Joe.
Thank you, Floyd. You know, it's so good to see Montavious Atkinson back on the field for the Arizona Rattlers. Look, he missed the second half of last season after blowing out his ACL. He wasn't there in the United Bowl loss for Massachusetts. He had to watch from the sideline. So in the offseason, he worked his tail off to get back on the field. And here he is, healthy, happy, and making an impact for the team. And, you know, Coach Kevin Guy can't say enough about Montavious, what he brings to this team, his leadership, his work ethic, and no question, he'll be a factor for this team every time he steps on the field defensively.
Well, they have come over and talked to Kevin Guy, and still don't know what the officials are talking about, or what they're discussing. Well, maybe we'll find out now.
Belt infraction.
The previous play was challenged by strike force. Arizona was in illegal defense. 45 was outside the guard. The replay to try half the distance. One at a time now.
Well, there you go. Illegal defensive alignment for the Arizona Rattlers.
Well, you want to try to get as much of an edge as you can. So, but you have to have a piece, right?
So the try for 2 once again by the strike force, and they get moved to the 1.5-yard line. Good challenge for the Rattlers defense now. And they're going to throw over the middle. Pass is tipped, incomplete. Marker down. And that looks like pass interference on the defense. And it will be a PI on Arizona.
It's defense number 9. Couldn't force half the distance. Replay the try.
So now to the 3/4 of a yard line. So go half the distance again.
Shortest penalty. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good call. That ball's uncatchable.
Well, another try. Again, like I said, just inside the 1 yard line for the strike force. It is the 3rd time the charm here on this 2-point try. Not going to happen. Great defense. Wow. Kyrie Woods. Well, Coach, you've got to be happy with your defense, huh?
Have to be. They continued even when they hurt themselves on multiple occasions on this drive. You give up the touchdown, but you keep battling. You don't allow the 2-point conversion.
You know, I just like how Kyrie slid out there. If you look on that replay, it looked like he slid out there and didn't really know what his defensive assignment was at the moment. He just went and made a football play.
He was outside edge, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
He was in the right place, right time, partner. And all that, and we still get 6. That's it. That's a lot of plays for 6.
Yeah, it's 3 tries from the 3 yard line or better by San Diego. And yeah, they're studying right there. There's a lot of studying that needs to go on. I think that the strike force, given enough time, are going to be a contender in this league. They've got a good assemblage of young talent. And that quarterback, Steve Cluley, is somebody they can build a team around, don't you think, Seth?
I do think so. But, you know, it takes a little time. Coaches have to get used to this game and understanding this game. They're doing a nice job of coming along with that, and they understand that. You got to be patient and just keep plugging away. You ingrain yourself within the community, right? Like that's our first few years here in Arizona. We were in the community trying to get things built from the inside with the community. They're doing that same thing in San Diego, trying to build a great program down there.
Isaiah Houston's return, well, not much of one. He was about midway depth into the end zone, bringing it out. Got to the 5 yard line. E.J. Johnson helping out on the special teams tackle. And we've got a quarterback change at 46-19. Closing out this 3rd quarter, the Rattlers in front, 46-19. And Demery Croft has come in, taking over at quarterback, and he'll take it right up the middle on the quarterback keep. And he loses his shoe in the process. And a nice little pickup, 3 yards on his first play from scrimmage here tonight.
They're going to take it to the 4th quarter here. But you see a nice little zone read. He gets a little space, grabs 3 yards, good start. And you get that initial hit out of the way.
There you go. There you go. Get that feel. All right, that's the end of the 3rd period, everybody. Arizona 46, San Diego 19. The 4th quarter straight ahead, everybody. Stay with us. It's Arizona Rattlers football.
Do you own your home? You may qualify for a cash-out refinance. Cash for home renovations, paying debt, or for whatever you need most. Connect with your local loan officer at Nova Home Loans today and see what you qualify for. Rates are still historically low and home values have increased, which could mean more cash to you. Don't wait. Visit NovaHomeLoans.com today to get started. Nova Home Loans. Our mission is simple. Yes.
Spooner has been revolutionizing our community's experience with physical therapy and hand therapy in the Valley since 1990. Spooner helps you move better and feel better. Through specialized rehabilitation, personalized treatment plans, and functional performance training, our therapists, athletic trainers, and strength coaches provide programming to help you achieve your movement goals in life and on the field. Our team is your team. Visit SpoonerPT.com to find one of our Valley-wide locations near you.
I get it. It can be hard for you to tell us what's wrong with your car. Relax. At Grulix Automotive Repair, we speak car.
Kind of making that sound like...
We understand. At Grulix, our ASC certified technicians can diagnose your car or truck and get you back on the road quickly and safely.
Like that.
We hear you.
Grulix, dedicated to your drive.
It's time to get inspired with Arizona Living, your home, your inspiration. Host Jane Clouse shares with you the fascinating places, unique activities, and useful services found across our state. From crafting projects to dining destinations to suggestions for your next getaway. Learn how to get the most out of your Arizona lifestyle. Watch Arizona Living, your home, your inspiration. Sunday and Tuesday evening only on YourView or streaming at yourview.com.
Well, the fourth quarter will get underway here at the Snake Pit, downtown Phoenix, the Footprint Center, home of the Arizona Rattlers. And the snap bobbled by Demery Croft. He picks up, fires it deep, and there's contact deep downfield. Troy Pelletier trying to come back to the ball. Is able to get the contact from David Haney, and that'll be a pass interference call against the defense.
It's good coverage. The ball was late because it was dropped at the snap. A little bit underthrown. But really good job by Troy Pelletier to come back for it. You see the drop there, and then he just throws it up. Pelletier stops. If he doesn't stop to try to make that come back and make the catch, he doesn't get that call. That's a good job. Underthrown ball. That's really tough on a defender.
Houston in motion, give to Shannon Brooks. He'll come the opposite direction, and he gets driven into the wall. And that'll be a modest gain on the play. Ben Moa among those defensively for San Diego making the stop. The ball goes to the 23-yard line of San Diego. Gain on that play of 4 yards.
Gave approximately 4 in the previous play.
See the nice outside zone. Troy gets away with a little bit of hold there. He's grabbing on the jersey.
Croft throwing.
He's late.
And
He's late.
Just a bit late, wasn't he?
He's late. He's got to throw it sooner.
Isaiah Houston was the target. Ishmael Adams able to close on him.
It's a nice double move route, but Adams is able to close because the ball is late. You got to have trust. If you got a post corner or a corner post corner, you've got to throw that ball early. When he makes his second break, that ball's going to come out. It's fortunate that wasn't intercepted.
Check a look at the schedule for the Arizona Rattlers here after this. Third down play, 3rd and 6. Croft sets, lots of time to throw, and he'll find a man in the end zone. Braxton Haley on the receiving end of that touchdown. Well, you give a man that much time, and if he's worth his weight in salt, he's going to pick you apart. And Demery Croft did that very thing. Great throw by Demery.
Really good throw, and a good job by Braxton Haley to uncover, right? He's covered up on the sidelines. He doesn't stay covered. He continues to work. You see him right here. He runs a little stutter go. Croft didn't like it early, but comes off, and Braxton continues to work for him down the field.
Braxton Haley hauls it in on a throw from the former Tucson Sugar Skulls quarterback, Demery Croft. And Ernesto Lacayo will set for the point after try. And booms it straight through. The point is good. That all works out nicely. And Braxton Haley feeling good, not just about the touchdown, but about the successful hold and kick on that point after. Arizona 53, San Diego 19. The Rattlers in domination mode today. And coming up for Arizona, there's a bye week. They're going to take a week off, and then they'll travel on April 30th, Saturday, April 30th to Frisco, Texas, take on the Fighters. Week after that, May 7th, they will be in Tucson to take on the Sugar Skulls before returning back home on May 14th to battle the Massachusetts Pirates. That's our next broadcast game here of Arizona Rattlers football. That'll be on May 14th, 6:05 kickoff. And look for our broadcast on the Indoor Football League's YouTube channel, also on YourView, Cox Cable Channel 4 across the valley. And you can listen to our broadcast as well on our radio partner. Let's give them a shout out. That's 1580 to Fanatic, KQFN Tempe, also translating on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM and K240EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM. A number of ways that you can catch up with our broadcast coverage of Arizona Rattlers football. And of course, why not find yourself a ticket?
Come on down.
Yeah.
Beautiful venue. I mean, this place is spectacular. Beautiful footprints in it.
Well, how about the work done to upgrade, right? How about the $250 million facelift that this place got over the last couple of years as this kick goes sailing out of bounds? Probably not what Ernesto Lacayo had in mind, but it does go out of bounds. That'll give
ball replaces the 25-yard line.
That'll give
first down.
Field position to the 20 for.
He's
for
going
San
through
Diego.
swing thoughts, partner. As he's walking back, you can see him doing his hands. He's going through some swing thoughts. He needs to get out of his head.
Well, I guess we'll put it at the 25-yard line. Yeah, no question about it. I mean, we've all been there, right? We've all been there with our 4-iron.
Too many times.
Let's go to Joe here. San Diego takes over on offense. Hey, Joe. Joe Paquino on the sideline. There you go, Joe. Well, Joe.
Thank you, Floyd. Here with Braxton Haley. Braxton, your thoughts on the touchdown reception from Demery Croft?
Great find by Demery. The play broke down, got some pressure. He extended the play. I got open, and he just made a great throw.
I know in the offseason you and I talked about you really working hard to make an impact this season. You're doing just that. How much does it mean to you to come out in this second season and make a difference on the turf?
It means a lot, man. A lot of work went in over the offseason. But, the individual stats don't really matter to me. I just want to win as a team.
Thank you, Braxton. And Floyd, by the way, Braxton wanted me to him to be on the left side because that's his
good side. This is my good side. Mama, I love you, Braxton.
Hey, we aim to please, that's for sure. Hey, nice pickup on that last play by San Diego. As you look at Braxton Haley's touchdown reception from a few moments ago, he gets involved in tonight's activity with Arizona. They lead 53-19. San Diego gets the ball inside the 10-yard line to the 8. Handoff left side. Cody Rogers, he's going to dive toward the end zone, looking for an indication. And he must have been driven into the wall just shy. No, there's the indication. Ultimately, there is a touchdown for San Diego. Took a while to make that call, but the official said he got in.
It's a great effort by Cody Rogers. Watch the explosion from the 4. Yeah, he's in big time. Great effort. And you can't get reached here on the outside and give up your gap. That was a dominating block on the left side.
And the touchdown comes at just under 11 minutes on the clock. It's counting down now, down to 10:25. And counting down, remaining here in regulation. And we'll get a timeout. Timeout taken by San Diego.
5-yard penalty, replay the try.
Well, maybe not a timeout.
Delay a game.
The entire offense, I thought it was a timeout because the entire offense has come over to discuss it for San Diego. Just about the entire offense. They left the big boys up front to form their own huddle on the field. The offensive linemen left out of the fun on that one.
This is a team in San Diego. They just continue to plug away. You scored 10 points against a team, and now you're up to 25, and you've still got 10 minutes left in the game. You can build on this.
First down, San Diego. Cluley and his ball batted down. That's, I believe, Dylan Fahamato that got his hand up there and made that. Got the knockdown.
We need a timeout.
And we're going to take a timeout here on the change of possession. 53-25. The Rattlers lead San Diego. 10:23 remaining fourth quarter. This is Arizona Rattlers football.
Do you own your home? You may qualify for a cash-out refinance. Cash for home renovations, paying debt, or for whatever you need most. Connect with your local loan officer at Nova Home Loans today and see what you qualify for. Rates are still historically low and home values have increased, which could mean more cash to you. Don't wait. Visit NovaHomeLoans.com today to get started. Nova Home Loans. Our mission is simple. Yes.
Ready for a change of course? Discover a desert oasis studded with greens. Tee off into narrow canyons or go long on wide open fairways. With a storied golf history and a long list of courses designed by the greats of the game, your perfect golf getaway is right here in Tucson, Arizona. Find out more at visittucson.org/golf.
Spooner has been revolutionizing our community's experience with physical therapy and hand therapy in the Valley since 1990. Spooner helps you move better and feel better. Through specialized rehabilitation, personalized treatment plans, and functional performance training, our therapists, athletic trainers, and strength coaches provide programming to help you achieve your movement goals in life and on the field. Our team is your team. Visit SpoonerPT.com to find one of our Valley-wide locations near you.
Well, the fist pump camp going here at the Footprint Center, and the crowd having a great time. All those other people around there were fist pumping while we were at commercial break. Okay, trust me, this place was rocking, okay, folks? If you're not here, you're missing out. And we invite you to get here for the next game, the next home game. Arizona Rattlers football, they take on Massachusetts May 14th. Yep.
May 14th.
That'll be the next one at home. Here's a kick, fielded a yard deep by Isaiah Houston, spun down out to about the 13-yard line. First down there for the Arizona Rattlers.
Did you mention that's a United Bowl?
The rematch. Yeah. I think I've mentioned that a time or two here today in the broadcast. Hey, listen, I want to give a little shout-out to one of the members of our broadcast team. We'll give everybody their credit here in a little bit, and they're doing an outstanding job. I want to mention Caleb Bushi, our graphics operator, for a quick second. And he's really doing a great job today, but he just sent me a picture of you and I. Okay, we asked him to shoot a shot of us and send us the picture as we watch Shannon Brooks try the left side. And after a little bit of a traffic jam, he is going to come up with about a 20-yard gain into San Diego territory. But I just got to say this, look how red we are in that picture. I can't be posting that on Facebook, can I? Look how red that is.
That looks amazing, dude. What are you talking about?
Oh,
That's
you like that color?
That's full color, bro.
Okay, all right.
We don't look like a couple crusty old men right there. We got some color, right?
I guess I will. on your approval, I guess I'll post that to my social media account. 20-yard gain by Shannon Brooks. Great run. You saw the Nova Home Loans replay. They are our exclusive replay sponsor. Isaiah Houston will try it again. Here now on the give from Demery Croft, and Isaiah able to pick up 6 yards on the play. It'll bring up second down and 4. Arizona marching to the San Diego 11-yard line.
This is a good job by the backs and ball carriers, just being patient, pressing aside, and then finding a little window. We saw it by Brooks 2 plays ago on the big gain, just being patient and then finding his lane and taking it.
8:35 remaining. Croft quickly delivers right side. Wow, how about that release? And look at this by Todd Athey, breaking tackles and finding his way into the end zone for a Rattlers touchdown. Well, I just love the
quick screen.
Very quick release right side by Demery Croft.
Yeah, you still run the same running play action, but you set up the screen away from it. Well designed, and listen, you can't tackle a good runner at his ankles. You got to run through the body, makes a couple guys miss, steps through a shoestring tackle, and scores.
Well, the last point after try looked terrific. Here's the snap to Haley, puts it down, and it gets blocked. And covered up eventually by the Rattlers. So it'll go no further than that, but that was a job well done up front. And the guy that got the big paw on it was Trayvon Williams.
Yeah, and this team, these cats will not stop fighting. Well, here you see the quick screen, good quick release, puts it right on his hands. Good job by Athey to step through that would-be tackler.
Yeah, good job by both guys. Croft to get it out, put it right on the spot, and then Athey to work his way in traffic to the end zone for the Rattlers touchdown. They lead 59-25. Well, last time out, they scored, I believe it was 67-20, a victory over Las Vegas. And the first time this season, the Rattlers had gotten 60-plus in a game. And they are knocking on the door of that one more time here at 59-25, the advantage. Let's take a moment, throw it down to Joe Paquino.
Thank you, Floyd. You know, a man who doesn't get a lot of credit on this team is coach and general manager Jeff Jernigan. Year in and year out, he scours the country for some of the best talent, and year in and year out, the Arizona Rattlers find all kinds of great talent to come into this program and get it done. Once again, he's assembled a great team. He's a fiery coach, one of the most fiery you'll see on a sideline, and a man who knows how to evaluate talent, get his team ready, get it prepared. And Jeff Jernigan, there he is as you watch him, a man who gets his team prepared, brings in the talent, and always has the Arizona Rattlers in the championship conversation.
You know, along with his coaching responsibilities, Joe mentioned that Jeff Jernigan is the general manager of the team. And before the game, Cedric, I had an opportunity. I met his wife and his son for the first time. His wife, Liz Jernigan, and his son, Jack. And you know what? They were very complimentary of the job that we do on the broadcasts, because when they're unable to be here at the game, they are able to watch those broadcasts. And they called you out, singled you out specifically. I love the job you do.
Oh, well, he should call me out. He's whooped my tail a bit when he was coaching against me. I mean, he's a great coach, been around, and loves the indoor game. And listen, man, there's nobody that's going to do the work and do the homework as well as Jeff Jernigan does. He is one of the better coaches I've seen, and one of those guys that you need, that type of guy around your program. Every program needs it. Every team, organization needs it.
San Diego working on a 2nd down and 2, their own 21-yard line. Cluley, throw, delivery, and that'll be a first down. A gain of 6 on the play, and a first down for San Diego.
They're really comfortable, and get Chris Lewis on that catch, but super comfortable right now. There's no pressure. I love that delivery. Even with a guy bearing down on him, his offensive lineman missed, and Cluley just stands there and throws it calmly.
Under 6 minutes remaining in this one. And there's no question what the outcome is going to be. Just what drama remains in these final 5.5 minutes or so, and that pass incomplete. Off the right side, Dylan Winfrey in coverage for the Rattler defense on Troy Evans, the intended receiver. And a souvenir.
And Troy Evans needs to take a couple more steps into his route. He breaks a little bit early, and Winfrey squats and just attacks. You see how fast he was ready to go get that? Evans needs to press him a little more upfield before he breaks out, but how about the hands right there? No gloves, no nothing.
I love that.
Give me that ball.
I don't remember the gentleman's name. I met him before the game, had a word with him down there as he was taking his seat here on the front row, and Cluley will throw to the back of the end zone. He's asking for a flag. He'll get one. That's Kyrie Woods, who was trailing him and maybe had a hand on him from behind, maybe grabbed a fistful of jersey. Trayvon Van was that intended receiver. That'll be pass interference.
I'd like number 9, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
I'd like to see the replay of this and see exactly where the grab was.
Well, you're going to look at it right here. Cluley's pass. Well, that was a little late look there.
It might have been a hip and tug. Like grabbed his hip to pull him so he can't get out of his break.
Here's another look at it. Maybe this angle will show exactly what the official was.
Yeah, it had to be a grab at the waist and tug. But the flag never came out until the receiver, Rashad Ross, started complaining.
And the hometown camera crew doing their best to make sure that we didn't actually see whether or not there was a penalty. Give it up for him. 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Handoff left side. That is Cody Rogers diving over, leaping into the end zone for the San Diego touchdown. Impressive. I'm not sure I'd be wearing a hoodie around wherever I went. You might get that thing snagged
There might be probably a reason behind it, but another great effort. An explosion. You know, you got to stay up. He dove over the last time. You got to stay up and run through, but just going hard. Look at that. That's a great shot right there.
Yeah, it's a good look and good job by
you talked smack about our camera crew on the last play, so they had to come back and totally redeem themselves right there.
A good reference for sure. And going for two. San Diego pass caught, and that's going to work out. Is that Chris Lewis on the receiving end? Hauls it in.
I think it might be Troy Evans.
And there's some shenanigans going on down on the field as well. So the touchdown for Cody Rogers. You'll look at it again right here as we go to break. Our score, Arizona 59. San Diego on the board again. They got 33, and we're in the fourth quarter. This is Arizona Rattlers football.
You stay healthy and they'll stay affordable.
Ready for a change of course? Discover a desert oasis studded with greens. Tee off into narrow canyons or go long on wide open fairways. With a storied golf history and a long list of courses designed by the greats of the game, your perfect golf getaway is right here in Tucson, Arizona. Find out more at visittucson.org/golf.
Join Jane Klaus on Creative Living as she shares fun and inspiring ideas for enriching your life. From DIY tips to unique adventures for the family, Creative Living showcases it all. Peek inside the kitchen at a local restaurant, preview popular travel destinations, or discover an exciting new hobby. Watch Creative Living Sunday, Monday, Thursday, and Saturday only on YourView and YourView.com. Creative Living. Imagine what you can do.
3 minutes and 33 seconds remain in this one, everybody. Arizona 59, San Diego 33. And the kick is away. At the goal line, Isaiah Houston across the 10. And a stiff arm that gets him to about the 25-yard line before driven out by Ishmael Adams in coverage. And Houston fired up as the Rattlers, as they are. Coming up at the conclusion of our broadcast, we'll announce the Arizona Rattlers player of the game. And I'd say there are a number of different guys that would be up for consideration in that today.
Well, you forget about Mr. Powell. He hasn't been in the game for a while. Don't forget about him. He had a solid night going. Brooks, Athey.
And here's Demery Croft, keeps it himself, and Demery is going to be knocked down just a yard shy of the first down, 9-yard pickup. Ball goes to the 16-yard line of San Diego. Great opportunity for Demery to get some live snaps.
Well, the biggest thing for me is like when you see Demery on the field, he's a much bigger dude than you think he is. He looks like he's rail thin, but he is a big guy, man. Every bit of 6'5". Big dude.
And he puts him in motion. Croft to throw, looking right over the middle, delivers. It was a strike, maybe a step behind. Looked like a catchable ball for Todd Athey, and he couldn't hold on. Incomplete. And that'll bring up third down and a yard to go. The clock continues to count down to 2 minutes and 8 seconds remaining. If you're unfamiliar with Indoor Football League rules, outside the final minute of the quarter,
So
the clock runs most of the time. I mean, any incomplete passes.
You got to look at that throw way behind. You got to just have some touch on it.
Croft hands it to Shannon Brooks, spins out of a tackle across the 15, and Brooks goes down at the 12-yard line. That's a gain of 4 for Shannon.
Here goes number 3, Shannon Brooks, right now with number 1, Ishmael Adams, but not before he picks up enough for a First Credit Union. First down.
93 seconds remaining here in regulation inside that final minute. The clock will begin to stop on the usual situations that you would expect the clock to stop.
You know, before the game, talking with Coach Guy, he wanted to also see how they were going to respond and play without Jamal Miles, right? You know, you're Mr. Steady Eddie. How's this team going to respond? How are they going to play? And been able to give him a little rest. And some other guys have stepped up and made plays.
Well, we're down to the 1-minute warning here in the fourth quarter. And the only question is, will the Rattlers tack on more points in the final seconds remaining? There is an injured player down on the field for San Diego as well. That appears to be Daquan Brown, and we'll take a look at that and hope that he is okay. We'll grab this timeout here and return again to the Footprint Center, the home of the Arizona Rattlers, for the final moment of the fourth quarter. Stand by, everybody. This is Arizona Rattlers football.
Spooner has been revolutionizing our community's experience with physical therapy and hand therapy in the Valley since 1990. Spooner helps you move better and feel better. Through specialized rehabilitation, personalized treatment plans, and functional performance training, our therapists, athletic trainers, and strength coaches provide programming to help you achieve your movement goals in life and on the field. Our team is your team. Visit SpoonerPT.com to find one of our Valley-wide locations near you.
Do you own your home? You may qualify for a cash-out refinance. Cash for home renovations, paying debt, or for whatever you need most. Connect with your local loan officer at Nova Home Loans today and see what you qualify for. Rates are still historically low and home values have increased, which could mean more cash to you. Don't wait. Visit NovaHomeLoans.com today to get started. Nova Home Loans. Our mission is simple. Yes.
Ready for a change of course? Discover a desert oasis studded with greens. Tee off into narrow canyons or go long on wide open fairways. With a storied golf history and a long list of courses designed by the greats of the game, your perfect golf getaway is right here in Tucson, Arizona. Find out more at visittucson.org/golf.
Join Jane Klaus on Creative Living as she shares fun and inspiring ideas for enriching your life. From DIY tips to unique adventures for the family, Creative Living showcases it all. Peek inside the kitchen at a local restaurant, preview popular travel destinations, or discover an exciting new hobby. Watch Creative Living Sunday, Monday, Thursday, and Saturday only on YourView and YourView.com. Creative Living. Imagine what you can do.
Well, Daquan Brown is assisted off the field for San Diego. He was down on the turf for quite a while and remained motionless, it looked anyway from our vantage point, for most of that time that you were away at break. And, say a little prayer for Daquan. You can see him right there. Hopefully it's nothing more than maybe a stinger. But he took the brunt of that hit and had to be helped off the field, but we hope he is okay. 2nd down and 4. Here's a flip right side. And that is going to be Shannon Brooks stepping into the end zone for a Rattler touchdown. Well, after seeing Daquan Brown on the turf as long as we did, motionless for quite a bit of that time, it's a little hard to get into celebration mode, but there is a Rattlers touchdown on the flip right side. That looked like a forward pass to me, Coach.
It's an option, baby. It's an option.
I'm just saying,
as long as he's in front of the QB, it's fine.
Well, no. What I'm saying is, but it's a touchdown. I'm not questioning whether that's clean. I'm just saying touchdown pass. I'm saying it's a touchdown catch.
You're trying to get stats for the quarterbacks. That's what I like that. See, now I like that.
I'm here to help you and your kind, okay?
I like that.
I like quarterbacks.
We need all the help we can get with all the haters out there.
Look at it again. Come on, that's forward pass.
That is.
All right, let's hope that shows up in the stats as such.
There might be another touchdown pass for the Rattlers.
And that's going to bring our score to 66-33. And Rattlers in front, everybody, as we move closer to wrapping this one up. Well, I hope you're thinking about the Arizona Rattlers player of the game. Getting your thoughts collected, getting that together. We'll announce that here in the next, 55 seconds of clock time. We'll announce who that is. We'll speak with head coach Kevin Guy right at the conclusion of regulation, and then we'll have a post-game discussion with one of those Arizona Rattlers. Again, 66-33 our score. Shannon Brooks is a guy that may have just jumped to the lead in that player of the game sweepstakes today.
He's had a lead for a while.
His lead just grew?
It just grew.
You're saying?
I think it got bigger.
Well, there he is right there. All he does is score, how many touchdowns for him today? Is that his 5th touchdown?
I believe that's his 5th. If I'm keeping score the proper way, I believe that's his 5th.
Well, here's what you do as an Arizona Rattler. You go out and you score 5 touchdowns and you line up on special teams and go down and cover a kick.
I'm telling you, the best players on the team, because it is a small roster, your starters are the starters on special teams as well.
Yeah, let's see if he gets involved in the tackle. Well, that's going to Montavious Atkinson over on the far side. And that was Shannon. Was that Shannon Brooks that was also near the play, helping to make the stop? Nope, that was Todd Athey out there. Either way, a great game and performance put together by Shannon Brooks and his guys in this Arizona Rattler team, doubling up San Diego right now, 66-33. As you see Ishmael Adams getting knocked into the boards there at about the 16-yard line. First down for San Diego, 52 seconds remaining.
One thing I will say about the strike force is that Coach Beazer has these guys playing hard. You can see that there was 0 quit in this team. 0 quit. Got down early and just continued to battle. Done a nice job the second half, just kind of steadying the ship, making plays. Ross mistimes his jump there. Rashad Ross has a chance for a big catch. He mistimes his jump.
Well, that was right after you said making plays, and then didn't make the play.
But they got some help from the Rattlers defense.
Some help in not making the play, and then a penalty that helped even more. Ball gets spotted at the 19-yard line. That'll be a first down for San Diego. Coach Guy calling it out for the defense here in the final moments. The other thing about these rosters that aren't so deep is that you play these games, into the final moments with a big lead with, your frontline guys, Dylan Winfrey and others out there, and then they make plays like that. Kyrie Woods stepping in front, coming across, and a pass deflected by Kyrie Woods.
Well, again, we talked about, sometimes young guys have to see guys open. They can't anticipate. That's a big part of playing indoor football because the parameters are so small. The areas to miss are so small. There's always going to be tight coverage. You've got to get used to when you think you should throw it before that even, right? You anticipate when your guy makes his break, put the ball out so it's him or nobody.
Second down play now. Throw to the end zone. That was just a little bit out in front of the receiver, and Lewis couldn't haul that in.
I think Chris Lewis needs to make that catch. This is a good throw. It's a well-thrown ball. He has his hands turned the wrong way. If you get a look at the replay, his hands, both palms are up to the air. He needs to get that right hand on top and make this catch. You'll see at the end of this play. But he's reaching for the ball with his hands out, both palms up to the air, and needs to get that right hand on top and bring that thing in.
That incomplete pass stopped the clock, 38 seconds remaining. 66-33. The Rattlers cruise into another victory here. They'll move to 5-0 after this, and San Diego, their record will drop to 1-4. Here's this throw to the end zone. That's over the intended receiver. Cody Rogers was the guy they were looking for. And there's Kyrie Woods in coverage again. Kyrie has been a marvelous acquisition. We talked about the general manager, Jeff Jarnigan, and what a great pickup by the team, by Coach Jarnigan.
They're going to challenge. And you talk about, you have two rookie defensive backs paying extreme dividends right now. So Jarnigan doing a great job. He's always been able to go find the guys, man. Always has found talent.
Challenging the rule in the field of illegal defense, defensive layer line outside the guard. The previous plays on the video review.
San Diego challenging the alignment of the Arizona defense.
And they're talking about down here nearest to us, Chris McAllister, if he is outside or does he have a half, and he doesn't look like he's outside to me.
A little bit of a tough angle. I wonder if we have the field camera angle on that one. Maybe that would tell us a little bit more. They're reviewing it right now. Well, listen, San Diego is not. They're not giving up on the. They're not giving up on the game. They're fighting, playing to the end.
No, he's not. That's good alignment. Who's outside?
Well, I guess they're saying the left side. I guess that's what San Diego is challenging. A little tough on that angle to really know for sure.
It's definitely not McAllister. McAllister is half the body almost.
The officials are going to give it a very thorough.
Well, they're looking up top for Landers. Not so sure.
Well, they continue to look at it. I'm telling you, they are looking at multiple angles and reviewing repeatedly, and we'll see if the official agrees with San Diego. He nodded his head. Now the only question is nodding his head, is that an affirmation that San Diego was right? We're going to find out here in a moment. Some high drama in the final minute of this game, Coach. No, maybe not that dramatic. I'm trying to find something.
For the head coach.
After further video review, Arizona player number 76 was outside of the strike force player. It's a 5-yard foul. It'll be 3rd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
And it's 67, not 76. 67.
Well, I mean, after you took that many looks at it.
You see the offensive guard right there was like he had a half of my body. He was literally going like this right after he turned around and laughing.
Well, that's one of the rare times when a player asking for the foul, asking for the flag, he got the love from the official. You got to give him a lot of credit on that. And we all know how smart offensive linemen are. They are the smartest guys on the field. Am I right about that, quarterback?
You see how I got quiet right there?
I did.
Yes, they are smart. Extremely smart.
Pass caught. San Diego advancing the football inside the 5-yard line. And Troy Evans on the receiving end of that pass. That'll bring up 1st and goal at the 2-yard line for San Diego. Well, they've got all their timeouts remaining, so we'll see if they decide to use any to try to get into the end zone. I'd be a little bit surprised when you're challenging a moment ago if Also, you're not going to spend those final 3 timeouts in the final 10 seconds of the game. Here's a throw to the end zone, incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 5 seconds left for San Diego.
They could have stopped the clock right when they blew it, right? With 3 timeouts and 20 seconds left.
Well, it just surprises me you wouldn't use your timeouts to try and get
after you challenge.
Right, exactly. But, of course, you know, that's why I'm here and not coaching down there. 5 seconds remain for San Diego. We'll see if the strike force can strike for one more score. Now, this is already the highest point total that anybody has garnered against the Rattlers defense this year. To the back of the end zone, incomplete. And there was 2 seconds on the clock when the pass was incomplete, but I think the officials are going to let it go. They're going to say that's it. That is all she wrote tonight, and the Arizona Rattlers come up with another victory. They move to 5-0 after a 66-33 win at home tonight after 3 road games inside of 11 days. I mean, they jam-packed a lot of road action out there in a tight window of time. They finally get to come home, and they make the fans happy with a 66-33 victory tonight. This follows last week's 67-20 win on the road over the Vegas Nighthawks. And to give us a word on how he felt about the action tonight, here's Kevin Guy along with Joe Paquino. Hey, Joe.
Coach, congratulations on the win. 66 points. Let's talk about that offense tonight that was unstoppable.
Well, we got some better execution in the second half. You know, we got our run game going, and you know, the offensive line just kind of controlled it. Brooks had some good runs, and you know, we just took it from there. I thought we relaxed a little bit on defense, but we were rolling in some new personnel, just guys at different positions, and we were kind of out of sorts.
Coach, you got to give your team a lot of credit. Look, the schedule was not in your favor. You battled through 4 games in less than 2 weeks, and you pull off 4 victories, and you're 5-0.
Yeah, we had 3 road games in 12 days, and that was a little brutal. But you know, the guys fought through it, and we got the job done. We get a bye week, get the rest, get the hill up, and then we kind of get into the meat of the schedule coming out of the bye week. So we got to get healthy and keep our momentum going.
Coach, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Joe, thanks. Well, you know, a little bit happier at the end of the game than he was at halftime. A little better execution, as he talked about, in the second half by his team as a whole. Coach Guy, hard to listen when you've you know, set the standard like he has, when you've raised the bar like he has. You know, it's hard to find moments to be happy in across the course of an entire football game. But tonight, the Rattlers, boy, they look good, and they score 66. The offense gets it going. The 33 scored by San Diego tonight, as I mentioned, the highest point total this defense has allowed all season long. Was there anything about that for you, Sed, that kind of has a little pause for consideration? Not concern, consideration.
No, consideration. I just think you ran into a team that wasn't just going to let you completely bury them. They wanted to keep fighting, and they did. But to the Rattlers' credit, they continue to make plays as well. And they found ways to make a lot of plays. So good job by them on both sides. Jimmy Croft got some great reps tonight, which was awesome for him.
Let's go to the field again. Joe Paquino has one of the stars of the evening for the Arizona Rattlers.
Thank you, Floyd. As far as I'm concerned, this is the offensive player of the game for the Arizona Rattlers. Shannon Brooks, 4 rushing touchdowns, 1 receiving touchdowns. The offense puts up 66. Your thoughts on your performance and the offensive domination?
First off, I want to give all glory to God, to the man above. I'm a man of faith. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for God. Secondly, I want to give thanks to my teammates. It's a family. Like, offensive line, it starts there. We got a great quarterback, great leader, great team, great family. It starts with them. I wouldn't even have 5 touchdowns to win for my team. So secondly, I want to thank them. Thirdly, I want to thank my family, all the support system, the whole support system that I have, from Minnesota to Georgia to up here. I want to thank everybody. I can't do it alone, so I want to give thanks to everybody.
Shannon, let's talk about this grueling schedule. The team just wrapped up. You played those 3 road games in 12 days. You finished this one off. You're 5-0. Talk about that stretch and the way this team stepped up.
every week the goal is to come in and get better. First, individually as a football player. Secondly, as a team, and do everything we can. And we look at it, taking it 1 week at a time. We work to go 1-0 every week. We don't look at the 5-0, 4-0, 6-0. We want to go 1-0 every week, and that's what we've been doing. And that's really the secret. Just work to get better every week. Each week is a new week. Each team is a new team. Got to respect all our opponents. We just work to get better every week. Come out and try to be and work to be 1-0.
No question, this team is getting better every week. And for you personally, you and I had a conversation this week. Back in college, you lost your mom in your junior year. You have a tattoo of your mom on the side. How much do you carry your mom's spirit with you every day?
Every day, every day. She's with me every day. God is with me every day. Takes all my worries away, brings me peace. Kind of like the story I told you, how I seen her after when she passed. I seen her out my sleep, so like I know she here with me. I say my prayers before I talk to God every single day, throughout the day, before the games, after the games. So I know they're both with me every single day, and just to know that and actually know that is crazy, and it feels great. It really feels great, and I'm just glad that I can perform and make her smile and just keep doing that, honestly.
Shannon, thank you very much. There's no question the Arizona Rattlers are glad that Shannon Brooks is part of this franchise. Floyd said.
Yeah, it was a great little visit with a guy who is a strong contender for our player of the game tonight, which we'll announce to you here in just a moment. We'll take a final timeout tonight, give an abbreviated post-game wrap-up coming your direction from the Footprint Center to give our final thoughts on this one. Sed and I will return in a moment. Final score, Arizona 66, San Diego 33. Back to wrap it up with Arizona Rattlers football.
If DJ Citizen Jane quit on her passion for music, she never would have left her career as a detective to pursue it. If she let starting at the bottom scare her, she never would have hustled to play bigger and bigger shows. And if she was content with being one of the best Latina artists in Miami, she wouldn't be electrifying the crowd in sold-out shows around the world. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion. Modelo, root for those with a fighting spirit.
Spooner has been revolutionizing our community's experience with physical therapy and hand therapy in the Valley since 1990. Spooner helps you move better and feel better. Through specialized rehabilitation, personalized treatment plans, and functional performance training, our therapists, athletic trainers, and strength coaches provide programming to help you achieve your movement goals in life and on the field. Our team is your team. Visit SpoonerPT.com to find one of our Valley-wide locations near you.
We're your neighbors. You should stop by for a visit. We're Casino Arizona. There's nothing like seeing friends again. We're your Casino Arizona.
Every body is different. Some get injured, while others wear down. At Ortho Arizona, your unique condition is at the center of what we do. With over 20 locations and 70 physicians in the Valley, we offer orthopedic procedures, therapy, and athletic performance for the most important reason of all, getting you back to an active, pain-free life. Ortho Arizona, your destination for quality orthopedic care since 1994.
Do you own your home? You may qualify for a cash-out refinance. Cash for home renovations, paying debt, or for whatever you need most. Connect with your local loan officer at Nova Home Loans today and see what you qualify for. Rates are still historically low and home values have increased, which could mean more cash to you. Don't wait. Visit NovaHomeLoans.com today to get started. Nova Home Loans. Our mission is simple. Yes.
And we're back in one final time here at the Footprint Center. The Snake Pit, the home of the Arizona Rattlers in downtown Phoenix. And our final score tonight, Arizona beats San Diego, 66-33. Floyd Simmons and Cedric Bonner here to wrap it up with you, everybody. And it's been a lot of fun. It was a great game, of course, put together by the Rattlers, both on offense and defense. And in spite of the difficulty in converting on the points after, the special teams showed up as well today and made some plays. Some good returns. Isaiah Houston was flashy out there in the return game. They got a takeaway by their kick coverage team. Pretty good effort all in all for the Arizona Rattlers in coming up with today's victory that puts them at 5-0 on the season.
I think one of the biggest takeaways is you didn't have one of your most consistent players on the field. Jamal Miles didn't play. Who was going to step up? And there's a lot of guys that stepped up and played extremely well, and you see why this team is as good as they are. Why they're 5-0. They're loaded with talent, top to bottom. These guys work hard each and every week like a lot of these teams do, but they seem to be able to put it all together when it matters.
And they certainly did that tonight in racking up their second highest point total of the season. They also did yield the most points on defense, but I don't think that's a real indictment of a squad that includes a great front. We saw Chris McAllister making plays. We saw Dylan Fa'amatu making some plays down the stretch as well for them. The defensive backfield came to play today.
That's a regularity, right?
Everybody in that backfield. That's a regularity.
That back four is as solid as it can be, and you got a guy like Montavious Atkinson who's coming off the bench to spell people. He's coming off the bench. That's how deep they are back there. That's crazy.
Amazing. And a guy who would start for probably anybody else in the entire IFL. We're going to roll some looks and some replays from that first half and give you an idea how the action unfolded, everybody, on the screen in front of you. We were looking for a final look at statistics in this thing. I don't know that we're going to get those. It would be nice to get some totals on some individuals that contributed big.
Especially that guy.
That guy right there. And as we announced the player of the game today in this victory for Arizona, well, without a clear look at the numbers, I think you could say there was a tone set offensively by Shannon Brooks. And we think it was 5 touchdowns that Shannon ended up scoring on the night tonight, helping to lead that offense to glory. And Shannon, we just heard that conversation with Joe on the sidelines a moment ago. How about Shannon Brooks, the addition he has been to this team? He scores 3 touchdowns last week. We think 5 tonight here in the victory. And a guy that is among many, guys making names for themselves with the Rattlers. There's a name we're going to start to say a lot here as we get to the middle part of this season.
Yeah, Braxton Haley doing a nice job. And listen, this whole team, these guys continue to get better and better. And you look at Brooks and what he's able to bring to the game. The amount of speed change and quickness he brings out of the backfield has been different than what we've seen. We've seen the big, strong guys that have been fast in the backfield, but Shannon Brooks brings a different type of element, a different shiftiness, a different guy with quicks that can get it out of the backfield and do a lot of different things for this Rattler offense.
Coming up for Arizona, they will have a couple of road games. Next week is a bye week, a chance to heal up some of these dings and bruises and hurts that the team has. Our next broadcast will be, you see it there, May 14th, 6:05 kickoff on a Saturday. And it will be a rematch of the 2021 United Bowl, rematch of the championship game that was won in dramatic fashion here in the final moments of the game by Massachusetts, right here at the Footprint Center. So a chance for maybe a little bit of regular season revenge for the Rattlers as they do take on the Pirates. That'll be on May 14th, our next broadcast game and the next home game for the Arizona Rattlers. Between now and then, they'll take next week off. They will take on Frisco the following week. That'll be the next game up on the schedule for Arizona.
Billy Back's going to have his guys ready down in Frisco. They're going to be ready.
So keep it in mind and be ready for it. Let's announce the player of the game today, okay? I don't think it's any mystery at this point. There he is going into the end zone. One of his many touchdowns scored today.
5.
Yeah.
5. We think 2 maybe by error, right?
Yeah, I think 2 catches.
And 3 rushes. So, yeah, he 100% is the player of the game. Shannon Brooks, without a doubt.
And a guy that didn't look to have this kind of opportunity until the early season injury to Malik Williams. And now Shannon making the most of it. Had a great game last week against Vegas in the victory, and he does even more tonight against San Diego in a return home for the Rattlers and a victory for them, 66-33. So congratulations, Shannon Brooks, our player of the game for the Arizona Rattlers, and congratulations to the team on the victory tonight. I want to say thank you for joining us tonight as we get on out of here tonight from the Footprint Center. I want to thank our entire broadcast team, and what a great job they did tonight. Our director, Bob Hammond, our assistant director, Greg Jones, our producer and technical director has been Derek Simmons, graphics operator, Caleb Bushi. On camera for us tonight, Andre Stevens, Jim Hartman, Chris Drake, among those guys getting the job done. And technical assistance provided by guys like Justice Miranda and Cordell Granger, working and doing a great job here tonight at the Footprint Center. Folks, we hope that you have had a great night. We wish you a happy Easter and a blessed Resurrection Sunday on the way here very soon. And Seth, I can't wait to see you again down the road here very soon. All right.
Looking forward to it.
For
Happy
Cedric Bonner and Joe Paquino, I'm Floyd Simmons. Thanking you again for joining us, reminding you the final score, Arizona 66, San Diego 33. We will see you next time. God bless you, and good night, everybody, from the Footprint Center in downtown Phoenix.